And we are back. Oh, we are back, baby, with the PVC podcast, episode 18, with your boys Sam, Mike, and Tom. And we have a special guest today, Anamana. How are all y'all doing?
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to be back. How are y'all feeling today?
Oh my God. Dude.
Feeling good.
Good. Great. I missed last week, man. I really needed this pod and we didn't have it and it is fucked up. But I was thinking, right? 18. Me and Anamana are both from Australia.
Same state.
Same state.
That's crazy.
And 18 is legal adult age here.
Are we
Okay.
fucking?
So, so me and Anamana can both fuck the pod, bro.
Damn,
We're gonna go to-
you looking kind of good.
Gonna go to
I'm
Outback
with it.
Steakhouse and get the big bugger.
I mean,
pod.
Mike was over there talking about some fuckable lips or something before we started. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
all in the
don't
same
I
know.
vibe.
said suckable lip.
Oh, all right, my bad.
It's just as bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're sucking, you're basically fucking. They basically go
There's a
hand in
fluid
hand.
exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't-
It's the same process.
Do y'all want to just run it back, maybe?
But yeah, episode 18, we're here, we're back. We had a week off. Tom had an emergency to deal with, but we're all good now, and I'm excited that we're here. I need, just like Tom was saying, I need this. It felt like there was a 3-week break. I had like 3 weeks. I didn't know what the fuck was going on because we didn't have a pod last week. But we're here, and we got the homie Anamana here as well. How are you doing? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm good.
You're good? You're just good?
He's chilling.
I'm just
He's
like
chilling.
living day to day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just living in the moment, man.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
And how are you doing, Mike? Mike. Mike,
Mike, we can't hear you, big dog.
Mike, you're mute.
He's still going, bro. He's still going.
Mike, we can.
oh my bad.
Oh my fucking God, Mike.
Yo, oh my God, yo, this week has been crazy, son. Oh, fuck. All right,
As
wait.
you can tell,
All right,
Anamana,
so
we were a very
I'm-
professional podcast. Everything is in order and perfectly
Dude.
placed, as you can see.
I like the best part is like you're saying Mike and it's like, are you saying my name or are you telling about my microphone?
Dude. He was passionate too. You were really spitting some shit, Mike. You were going in. I felt
Yeah, you
it
were going
when I
off.
heard
What
it.
were you
Lost
saying, man?
mixtapes.
We got to get it back. You looked into it.
I have been neglecting my life for the past week for this fucking video game.
When's the last time you showered?
Oh, I shower every day. Don't
Oh,
worry.
okay.
I gotta
All right,
smell
just making
clean
sure.
and be fresh.
Got a waterproof
sweat-
switch case, bro.
Do you
So-
sweat easily?
But
Are you
if-
an easy
if-
sweater?
No.
No.
Well, maybe
Oh.
recently because I gained like a little bit of weight, which is
Oh,
weird
okay.
for me. But usually no. So,
Okay.
but when Val comes to me, I'm like, "Get away, peasant! I'm playing stories too."
You can't share it with her? You don't
Get away,
game
Val.
together?
I'm playing my kid's game.
No,
I'm playing my
because-
baby boy game.
Because she's not sure if she wants it yet. She won't say that, but I can tell because she hasn't
Well, if
bought
she-
it yet.
Well, if she's not sure, that's the perfect opportunity for you to sell her on it. What do you mean?
No, she is already lost. She's a lost cause.
No, she's
Whoa!
been casted
Too late.
out. You
It's
just
too late.
you said she wasn't sure.
Mike.
She didn't say no.
No, it's too late. She needed to make a decision right before the game came out, and now she
you
doesn't
doing?
have it.
What is happening, Mike?
Are you okay?
Mike is
No.
having a goddamn seizure over this game.
Yo,
Jesus.
everything. All I had, recording. My fucking arms hurt, and I'm still playing that shit.
Why do
Why
your
do your
arms
arms
hurt?
A
This
little bit of
episode is
tendinitis.
explicit.
Are you playing Undogged?
Tendinitis.
How are you having tendinitis? You could play this game at half a mile an hour. What you do? There's nothing intense. It's a fucking turn-based game.
It's not It's not tendinitis. It's muscle aches. That's what it is.
Oh, my statement still stands. What are your muscles aching from?
I have a muscle deficiency.
You need to get some vitamins.
Yeah, I
All
take
right.
vitamins now. It's been
Okay.
helping.
So
But,
is
like,
this,
if I'm
this
gaming-
is separate from stories?
Yeah, it's separate. Like if I'm
Okay.
gaming
Dude.
for a long time, my arms will kind of get sore.
I really
Sorry.
thought the Mike was playing so much of a turn-based game that his
Dude.
fucking arms were sore. Bro.
I was like, dude,
Did you get the new
what?
Switch and it's heavy?
Dude, the big
my
OLED
God.
Switch. Is that on
I
our
was-
dog? Let me check.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Fuck
Yeah,
that
it's on
Switch,
there.
bro.
What?
And you know what? Fuck Nintendo.
Are we? Is that what we're? Wait, no. See, Tom almost
what?
did it again. Almost did it
What?
again. What did y'all eat today? He almost did it again. He almost did it. Almost.
I try every week, bro. It's my trick.
Dude, that one was close. That Mama Sliz, I know you're listening. See, look what Tom almost did again. He almost got
I'm
me to
sorry,
forget
Mama
again.
Sliz. I'm sorry.
And I went
Oh,
off today. I popped
this gonna
off
be a
today.
good
So we're
one.
talking about food.
Who going
All
first?
right. Tom, get it out the way. Go right ahead. Go first.
Coffee.
That's just coffee.
Next. Got like
All
2 p.m., bro. Come on.
I can say yesterday because I literally got up just before the podcast. But yesterday, I had a fucking meat pie. That was good.
Oof.
And 2 like cream donuts, like the long ones
Wait,
with the cream in.
what's your favorite bakery pie? What do? You just go regular steak, or do you go
Honestly?
like steak, bacon, cheese?
I would have gone a pasty, but they didn't have pasties.
I don't like
So,
pasties. Pasties
I
trash.
fucking love pasties. Pasties are so
Okay.
good.
I think I know
but,
some of these words now from
Yeah?
Tom
Look at
explaining
that.
them to us. Yeah.
I went just like a standard steak pie, but I
That's
don't
alright.
mind like shepherd's pies or I like chicken and vegetable.
That's fair enough. That's an interesting choice. It's very unique. I fuck with
Yep.
it.
So you had what was the one you had?
A meat pie?
Yeah. So what's
a
in
regular
that?
meat
Is
pie.
it just
So
just meat
it's-
in like pie
like
crust?
A disc, like disc like this in pastry, and it's got like minced steak in, and you have like tomato sauce in it, or I guess ketchup.
Oh shit. Ketchup.
Okay, Jared.
It's because ketchup's not a thing over there, right?
We don't call it ketchup because
it's
like
So
tomatoes.
so
That
that's
isn't
just
even
a
a word.
very. So that's just like a weird American term to
yeah,
hear.
it's like someone
ketchup.
sneezing like ketchup.
It's weird. If someone like asked for the ketchup, you would look at them weird. You'd be
Yeah,
like,
it'd be like
Yeah.
tomato
"What the-
sauce.
Who
What?
are you trying to prove, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Actually, Tom, is this something you had as a kid? Peanut butter. People calling it peanut paste.
No, I'm not here. But if someone did, I would have lost it.
My dad called
stupid.
it that. It's like, what the hell?
Peanut
Peanut
paste.
Absurd.
What
That's
the fuck?
that's not a thing here either. No, it's butter.
I think it's like an
Peanut
80s
butter.
thing from Australia.
Oh, it's
wow.
a old. It's a boomer thing. It's a boomer.
Boomer thing. Well, I'm a boomer. I'm like 39, so.
But yeah, it's fine. You're not from America, so you know that's a weird American boomer. You're not a boomer. It's okay. You're fine. What do you have, Mike? Pizza.
I had stove deep pizza.
Dude, we're back, baby. The loop.
We're
Pepperoni
back.
and sausage.
Sausage.
Just give up, man. Fucking hell.
I'm starting to
you
wonder
want a
why
pizza?
we even do this part of the pod. It's the
Dude,
same
it's
shit.
literally just for you. It's you and that's it. Because I just say coffee and Mike just says pizza every week without fucking
Every
fail.
fucking time.
Do you want a pizza hot take? Cheese pizza and pepperoni pizza are a waste of a pizza base.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
Needs to
pepperoni
have
is
at
a
least-
waste?
Yeah, that's 2 little items on the pizza.
Oh yeah, dude. I get bacon, pepperoni,
There you
and
go.
fucking
I gotta.
sausage, and pineapple all on.
Hell
I
yeah.
gotta be. I can't do
That's
more than
a
2
shit
toppings.
take.
Two
Yeah,
why not?
more
dude,
than
you
2
know what? Hey,
toppings.
Fucking agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
What toppings are you having?
Me, I'm a pepperoni mushroom guy. I know not people
Yeah,
like
that's
a lot of
fine.
people don't
That's
like
like-
mushrooms, but
Sam.
pepperoni mushroom is my go-to pizza. It doesn't matter where I'm at,
Agreed.
what brand it is, or anything.
Uh-huh.
I can't go wrong with those. But you start
Pepperoni
adding more.
mushroom.
I do like 2 or 3 meats. It's like that's
Dude,
lame. It
that's a
fucks with
lasagna.
everything.
That's a
you want
lasagna
Yes.
with bread in the
life hack?
bottom.
Do you want a pizza life hack?
I
A
don't trust
vegetarian
your
pizza.
life hack.
Vegetarian pizza is the perfect base to put anything else on top of.
Vegetarian
see,
pizza is a good
thing
pizza
with-
by itself.
The thing with vegetarian pizza is there's millions of vegetables. So what's in
Yeah.
your vegetarian pizza? To like
I don't
it
know.
could be the same problem.
Vegetarians?
Because you could vegetarian pizza and then they throw onions, broccoli, tomato
Yeah.
slices,
Yes. Yes.
fucking asparagus, spinach, and
Yeah.
then I can't
Yeah.
even see the cheese anymore. Where's the
So
cheese?
you put more cheese.
You're
Double
not supposed
cheese.
You're not even supposed to see the
Nah,
cheese.
that's just I don't know, man. You're just eating a grocery store at this point, bro. You just have
That's the point.
pizza base, tomato thing, cheese, pepperoni.
I gotta reach my
Mushroom.
daily calorie count
Yeah.
somehow.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna do that
It's
with
perfect.
a pepperoni pizza.
Oh
Pepperoni
my
pizza is a
God.
perfect pizza.
Just get
bro, I'm
more
telling you.
slices.
I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't like people who go crazy with the pizzas.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Just make them basic,
we're-
bro.
look
Make
at that. We're
Make
s-
them real and good.
You know what?
Yeah,
There's
wait,
a real
My
split.
life
replace
is
the
already
fucking-
basic.
got the
My
s-
pizza
we
don't
got
need
the
to be
s-
basic too.
We got a good split right now. We can replace
Yeah.
the PVC logo with a fucking Street Fighter versus and just fucking battle to the goddamn death. Because seriously, like,
Dude,
I can't do more than 2 toppings. I do it. I'll eat
Agreed.
it. If it's there, I'll eat it. But then I eat half of a slice and I'm like, what did I do in my life today?
and you know what, dude? It tastes like nothing. You get nothing.
Yeah.
You get
There's no joy
It just tastes
after
like
it.
tomato. There's no
just full.
taste in there. Exactly.
It's
You
either
just-
it's either
just
it's either
food.
a bunch of bread or it's just all topping. I need the mix. I need to have the topping mixed with the cheese, with the sauce, with the bread.
Yes.
When you
And
got
it's gotta be
bacon,
good
sausage,
I got a
pepperoni,
solution.
and you got all that on there, you're just eating the toppings. You're not even tasting the
solution.
cheese and the sauce.
What is the
Solution? Make it a calzone.
Yes.
Fucking love
that's,
calzones.
That's the point,
That's
right?
great.
Just
And that's
make
why-
it a calzone.
Exactly. I like calzones with a bunch of
Yeah.
shit on them, bro. Give me chicken
Exactly.
on my calzone. Give me a bunch of stuff
Anything.
on it, right? Great. But a pizza, good dough, good tomato sauce thing, good cheese, good pepperoni, good mushroom.
I agree. That's the
Done.
place. Calzone is the place to put 8 million things on it because
Agreed.
it folds up. That's the place for
People
it.
sleeping on calzones. Why
I
isn't
love a
there
good
like just a,
calzone.
there's pizzerias? Why isn't there a calzonerias?
For real.
Agreed.
That sounds like an
agree.
STD, but
Calzoneria. It does.
It does. You're right.
I agree with this. That's you made up for that spicy take. That's a solid take there.
That was
yeah.
a shit take at the start, for real. Sorry, bro, but-
no.
And then so what I had to eat, your boy went back in the kitchen today. I made some lemon pepper wings. They were good. So the
What'd
first
you eat
time I
with
made
them?
them, dude. All right, hold on. So the first time I made them, I went to like the more pricey grocery store, and they had like a pack of like 10 wings, and it was like $10. It was like too expensive for me to be making these wings, but I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna make wings. Made them, they were good. A little bit too much seasoning in the recipe, but it was good. And then this time we went to Aldi's, and they had the 4-pound bag of wings, and it was the same price as the 10-piece. And I was like, why the fuck didn't I get this first time? So I got that. I made like half of the bag, which is almost 2 pounds of wings. And I was like, yeah, I'll eat half of this now and eat half of it later. Put it in the air fryer, seasoned, breaded. It looked amazing. And I took a bite of the first one, and I was like, I'm eating all this right the fuck now.
Great.
So I smashed
great.
the whole half bag, a pound and a half or something. It was like 15, 20 wings. I didn't eat anything else with it because it was 20 wings. So I just had a bunch of lemon pepper wings, and it was delicious.
Yo, that's
Was it Chef's Kiss?
Oh my! Oh, that's all I ate today. And I had some ice cream. I had some chocolate chip mint ice
Did
cream.
you just chef kiss your
he
forehead?
did the wrong thing.
No, that was me thinking. That was me remembering I had
No,
chocolate chip
No,
ice
it's
cream.
not you, bro. Anamana just fucking chef kissed his forehead.
Oh, I missed that part.
I do it to my
heard-
partner all the time because she can't stand things that are slightly deviated. So I'll be like, Chef's Kiss.
I didn't see it. I saw the hand. That's Anamana's thing. He'll just do one thing that's weird, and if you're not paying attention, you're like, yeah, that's normal. You're like, wait, that's not right. What was that? That wasn't. What was that? Wasn't
I
supposed to
thought
be
I
right.
missed it. And then I started thinking that maybe his head is upside down. And you didn't notice the whole time.
What were the spices on the lemon pep?
So it starts at the dry rub. So before you even bread it, so it's the dry rub of the onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and salt, and then you dry rub that in the wings. And then the flour, it's not just flour. You put some salt and pepper in the flour, and then you bread it, light bread. Put that in the air fryer. 13, flip 13, and then after the lemon pepper part is some melted butter and then parsley and the lemon pepper, and you mix that all up, and you just, it's really easy to make. It's super easy.
Sounds good.
It's delicious, very delicious, and it comes
I like
out
buns in my
crispy.
food, man.
Yeah, Heather's the same way, which works out for me because then I get to eat all the fucking wings. I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't
She
like
walked
chicken
through the
wings.
door. Yeah, she walked through the door and there was like one wing left, and I was like, "You want a bite?" And she was like, "No," and I was like, "I know you didn't want a bite," and I ate it. But you know, I gotta offer.
man.
My partner
But I
just
knew
like,
she was
eats
gonna
all
say
the
no.
meat off the bone.
Yeah, I eat. Yeah, and I eat wings too. You know what I mean? Like, I eat them. I've seen those triggering posts on Twitter where they're like, "How do you eat a wing?" And there's like a nibble, and they're like, "Yeah, that's how I eat wings." Like, you stop. Just go eat a fucking tendy. If you're gonna take a nibble off
Eat
the
the
wing
That's
and
what
leave
I'm
all that
saying,
meat
right?
off the bone,
Like,
just go eat a
everything.
goddamn
I don't
tendy.
want my teeth coming in contact with other bone. It makes me
Fair
feel
enough.
weird. So
Yeah.
I just don't eat chicken wings and drumsticks and stuff because I pisses people off. Like I leave so much meat and stuff, and people are like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing?" So I just
Dude, you
Yeah,
have to
fair enough.
strategically learn how to teeth around the bone, bro.
yeah, but your
Well,
teeth
you
are still
just-
gonna touch it. You see,
Yeah,
your teeth
yeah.
are gonna touch the bone.
Oh yeah,
and
no. If you're
matter
eating a
what.
Use
wing,
your finger.
nah. If you're eating a wing, you're getting some bone to bone contact. That's happening.
Exactly. And
It's
that's
gonna
fine.
happen.
And I don't
Bro.
mind like watching people eat them or like it doesn't gross me out thinking about it, but I just don't like the physical sensation of
Yeah,
Bro.
you just eat a tendy, eat some nuggets.
You gotta suck on the bone, bro.
You know what's weird? I can do like boneless wings, but I can't do tenders and I can't do nuggets. Like something
Wait.
about them just.
Wait, all right,
I-
you just this right here, right? We just got somewhere. What did you just say? You can
don't
do
like nuggets.
boneless wings, but you
Yeah.
can't do nuggets or tenders. A boneless
No.
wing is just a nugget. It's a big nugget.
No.
No, it's
What's
not.
No.
Nah, that's
A nugget's
wrong.
been put in a blender and then breaded.
Yeah. A nugget's
What the-
different. A nugget's
What's
like
a
blended.
boneless wing?
Yeah.
Nah,
It's like the
boneless
actual
wing.
They
chicken.
took out the bone and it's just the
Yeah.
meat.
It's just
Yeah.
an actual piece of chicken with like the strips, like the
Yeah,
lines.
you-
See,
you on your own
I'm
on this
speaking.
one.
No. I'm speaking at least in America. Maybe your boneless wings are actual boneless wings that it's a wing and they take the bones out of. But here,
yeah.
there's a wing and then there's boneless wings, air quote here, and a boneless wing here is just a fucking nugget. It's just a goddamn nugget. Mike, you've seen a boneless wing in America, and it is not. It's not a flat with no bones in it. That
I'm
is not a
actually not
boneless
from
wing.
America, so you know.
Mike, I swear to God. See, this
Chicken
is,
nuggets,
surprised me.
like chicken nuggets,
Look.
are the most. I think I can't deal with them. They're like overrated. It's like get that stuff out of here.
look at this. I'm gonna look up a Buffalo Wild Wing boneless wing, and it's just a fucking nugget. Look at this. Those are just nuggets.
That's like popcorn chicken. That's the shit that's off the floor.
Yeah, that's just popcorn.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Popcorn chicken, good though.
No, it's just
Yeah,
the
but
stuff
it's
that's
not-
on the floor.
It's not a wing. That it's not a wing. This is not. There's
You ever
nothing
wonder
about.
why? You ever wonder why popcorn chicken's crunchy? It's because it's the dust on the floor that's got the grit.
I mean, the popcorn chicken is just bread with like this much chicken in it. It's just
I
a
like
bunch of
popcorn
bread.
chicken.
I like
Hey,
it
you gonna hit
too.
that
Good.
like button, that love heart button, Sam?
No, I'm not. But
Do it.
this just
Do
these
it.
are just
Do it.
nuggets. These are just
No,
they're
nuggets are
just
flat.
nuggets.
It's incorrect.
McDonald's nuggets are flat. Just a nugget is a
I
nugget.
know. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Why is it
I'm
called a
saying-
nugget?
Could you ever seen like
I
a
was
It's like
rock?
a gold
This.
nugget.
Dude,
No,
why
alright.
is food called food?
All right, no,
Fuck
we're
off,
done.
Mike.
All
Fuck,
right.
dude.
All
But,
right,
like,
we're not.
who-
Damn time.
We're not
thought of
doing
that.
this.
Guys,
All right,
why is a
what's
tree
next?
Have you ever
called
looked at your
switch,
hands
bro?
and then your feet?
Fuck.
Oh my God, he's got an accomplice now. No, nope, no.
Feet are
Split
just
the
one
pod.
hands.
Let's split the pod. Y'all can do fucking 18. Me and Sam will do 19. Fucking hell.
I'm just saying, like,
Mike, no. Mike, no. Y'all were talking about food before, and since we're still on food, let's continue. Apparently, Golden Gaytime is food, and Super Dickman, and all this sexual innuendo title thing. What's all this stuff?
Super Dickman is a German thing. I got a funny story where I was in like primary school, which I would have been like 11, and we had this German exchange student come, and we're talking about food and stuff, and this kid's like, "Ah, yeah, lick 'em, Super Dickman." We're like, what? And apparently in Germany, there's a food called Super Dickman, which is like, I don't know, like a chocolate cake thing. I thought that was funny.
Super Dickman?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It auto completed. All right, that looks like a dick.
Apparently the slogan was like, lick 'em, Super Dickman. Like the TV jingle.
That looks like a dick. How did they get away with that?
Germany.
But they're like,
Ah, yeah,
those
I
are
love
like-
eating my wiener and Super Dickman.
that's just a bunch of white people eating black dicks, which is just a statement to be said. That what is this? What is that? What is that?
Bro, why is he taking so many?
How many Super Dickmans can you fit in your mouth?
There's a guy with like 4 Super Dickmans in his mouth. They're like for audio gamers. They're like little chocolate cylinders.
they're chocolate fat dicks. That's what.
Yes, these are chocolate
they're just
chodes.
chocolate
They're
cocks.
chocolate chodes.
This is
That's what
gross.
they are.
Why is dude, episode 18 is 18 plus?
Hey,
Shit,
18 plus. There you go.
gross. Yo,
And
why is
you
that
know
one
what?
in a bread roll? That one's in a bread roll. Why is that one in a bread roll?
Why did it get crushed? It's a crushed Dickman. This thing got crushed between some buns.
Is this from like an OnlyFans or something?
This is
Yes.
gross. Can you take this off my damn
There's
screen?
multiple of them. This is a thing. It's a
People
thing.
are putting Dickmans in bread rolls.
Yeah.
Here's before and after right there.
It's gross.
I'm saving that image. I'm
That's a
also
good thumbnail
fucking
size,
saving
too.
this
That's a
one.
big one to
Yeah,
watch.
that's a good one.
Golden Gaytimes are pretty
Yeah.
good though.
And what is that?
Oh,
what I saw you.
fucking hell.
Yeah, you
Give it a
both were
Google,
going.
bro.
You both were going Golden Gaytime over Golden Gaytimes. What?
They
what's
are
that?
great. They're
Yeah.
ice creams, and they're the best fucking ice creams in Australia. They're so good.
Oh, these exist here. Are these like?
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are mad good. Bro.
Yeah, these are really good. They're creamsicles. Is this like
Creamsicle?
nut
That's what we
Yeah.
call
Yeah,
them.
yeah. It's like
Cream
nuts.
Yeah. or
Golden
like
Gaytime,
strawberry
bro. They're the
shortcakes are
best.
the ones we have. They're like strawberry.
Do you know what-
strawberry.
You know your popsicles or whatever the ones in
Yeah.
plastic? What do you call
Ices?
those?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
do you know what we call
ices.
them? We call
There's
them
an
super
icicle.
dupers.
Nah, that's a lie. You are lying. Super Duper is a specific kind of icy ball, bro. You are lying. It's a lie.
Super dupers are the best. I like.
Super
That
Dupers
stuff's
are
good.
great, but they cut your lip.
That's
thing,
why you
know?
Oh,
like.
is it
you want
the
to know a life
plastic?
hack for super dupers? You get a super dupers, you put them in a glass, and then you pour Red Bull over them. On
Lame.
summer,
Red Bull.
What's
super good.
what's your favorite Super Duper flavor? Anamana.
Probably like the purple one.
You like the purple? I'm a yellow guy, personally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yellow's
these. Yeah, these are ices.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fuck you up. But see, the way I do them is I just push them out, and then I don't. I only suck them at the end with the leftover juice.
I just eat them.
I
I
just
just
bite
chomp
them, and then I just get the piece out. You know, like I'll chomp like here, and then pull the rest of it out, and then I just chew
that's
on
what
that.
you're meant to do.
Instead
But
of
then you
that.
get like a little cut in here.
You can
Yeah,
cut
like
the
a
sides so
little
that they're diagonal.
That's even worse
that's-
because then they're like refined. It's like a katana, you know.
I don't like eating these anymore.
Why?
Yeah, I have a whole box in my freezer.
They're too annoying to open and shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's just
You
I
need
end
a
up
pair of
just
scissors, bro. That's it.
yeah, that is. But then
Nah.
I gotta clean the
If- dude,
scissors.
And then you gotta
The
you gotta push
Australian
it up all
special,
the time.
bro. The Australian special freezer is 2 packets of Zupa Dupas with the scissors in the freezer.
Yeah.
Just stay in the freezer.
Wait.
That's good. I've
Yeah,
never
the
had that
Australian
before.
summer special, bro. You just get a fucking exclusive set of scissors for the Zupa Dupas.
That's actually really good.
Did you know that in Australia, it's looked down upon to not go to a burger place without a pair of scissors because you're meant to cut it in half with the scissors?
No,
It's true.
you're lying.
It is.
No,
Really?
People
I
look
don't
down and
believe
it's like,
this.
why didn't you bring your fucking burger snips?
I'm not
Yeah,
believing
it's
this.
Whoa,
I'm
that's
not buying
Seals in
this.
the
shock.
flavor.
What the fuck?
It seals in the
Mike.
flavor.
Mike, they are trolling us. They are Australian trolling us.
This entire
no.
time, I've been trying to call out Anamana's Australian bullshit, bro. I'm not lying about this. You bring,
It's
like, you
true.
have big scissors.
Next
to
time
chop.
you go to McDonald's, take scissors and just cut it there. And like,
Why would
No.
I?
You do. I'm not fucking with you.
It's
Not
good.
I have a pair of scissors in my car for when I go get a burger, and you chop it in
Do you
half.
know how dumb it is to like, oh, I'm eating a burger when you could just like cut it in half and like just put the whole thing in your mouth.
Exactly.
That's the thumbnail.
It's true.
I gotta
It's
time
optimal.
this right here. Anamana right there.
Optimal.
That's the
How to optimally eat a burger? Cut it.
no.
cut
not
it.
buying it.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's a
I do
lie.
agree with cutting
It
it,
is.
but not with fucking scissors.
It's bullshit. It's not true.
I've done that on
all
stream a few times. I'll get a burger delivered and then I'll like be on stream and I'll cut it like without saying anything, just like straight face, and people like, I think it's got that, you know, that thing where something weird happens and the back of your head just tingles. I think people get that.
I've never heard it verbalized before. That's what that is. Something weird happens and the back of my head just tingles. I've never heard it verbalized before. But yes, that happens.
Yeah,
That
it's like
just
Tom
weird
probably
things
got it
happen.
before when I did the chef's kiss.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Sit-
definitely had a bit of a backhead tingle going on. That's for sure.
It's like
Yes.
new data's coming in.
It's like something. What was that? That was weird. All right. So what we have? Are we good on food? We had Outback Steakhouse
Yeah.
here. I think we can all agree that menu's stupid.
It's
From
dumb.
American
It's
and
a dumb
Australian
menu.
side.
Yeah, dumb.
But we got a lot since we didn't go last week. Holy shit, that's a big ass docket. Let's start with what Anamana put in here. PSO2 New Depression. I like the follow up there. I like the follow up there. We've all played it at least a bit. I think myself and Anamana are the ones playing it the most right now, since Mike's story is too deep and Tom wasn't feeling it too much, which is fine.
All I do is play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, he's just making bread. Are
Oh,
you
he's
still making
playing
bread?
that other game.
Are you still making bread?
I'm making coffee biscuits now. I leveled all my crafters to 80. They're all done. So now I'm just doing job quests and shit. And making
Okay.
money.
Okay,
Interesting.
well,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, PSO2 New Depression. What was the spawn of this title, Anna?
Oh, dude, like last year when PSO2 dropped, I played it and I streamed it every day. I couldn't bring myself to stream it because there was so much toxicity, and it's like I don't want to just be having dumb conversations with people being like, "Oh, there's no content. Oh, what are you doing?" And then just trying to be all like, "Oh, you're being like, what's the word? disingenuous playing this game that doesn't have content, and I don't like it. And it's just like
You
I ended
Sega
up,
shill. They're
Yeah.
paying you, aren't they?
I was trying to justify it takes time to make content. And this dude's like, "You're a fanboy," and I literally on stream just snap judgment, go, "You're a dumb cunt."
Yo,
Dude.
when I be watching his streams, he sounds like Anamana sounds like me on Twitter on his stream.
Yes. And I love it.
Literally.
I love it. I'm lurking in most of them because usually when you're streaming, I'm like at work. So I'm like either driving somewhere or whatever. So I'm lurking most of the times. And I'm just like waiting for some dumb fucking chat. I'm like, I'm waiting. I can't wait for some stupid bullshit to come up in chat. And he's going to just let him have it. Because, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, just like, shut up. Like, what are you saying?
At some point, it gets depressing though. It's like I get into a bad mood, and I feel like it just ruins the whole stream at that point.
Yeah, that happens with me too. I mean, it was definitely a thing with Rise, like for sure with Rise. That's why I had to just stop streaming it, because it was like, and sometimes it was from other people, and then sometimes it'd be on me because it kind of feeds, right? Like there's generally complaints are most of the time valid. Just people don't know how to express them in a way that doesn't make them sound like a fucking idiot. And if you have some type of sense, you know what they're trying to say. And if it's valid, you're like, fuck, yeah, it is. So like I'd be playing Rise and it's just like people are like, oh, there's no content or whatever. And then I vocalize what they're trying to say, which I most likely agree with. And now I'm annoyed because I'm bringing this up over and over again. I'm like, look, I'm just fucking, every time I play this game, I'm complaining about charms. So I'm just going to stop playing it. Because nobody wants to hear me just complain about this all the fucking time. Or I'm just going to stop streaming it, even if I do enjoy it. And the same kind of thing with like PSO. Granted, I don't have as much kind of annoyance because I think at this point, I've kind of just put it at the door. Like, look, I get it. Like, I'm just here to chill. So that doesn't happen too much with PSO, but it's a thing. Like every now and then people be like, oh, what's this game? Oh, or there's like no content. Like, what are you doing? It's like, what? Shut up, man. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm here streaming, having fun. Can you just vibe and accept that? But yeah, I get it.
That's why, like, I started so someone said I only stream when when the game's not live, because I was doing all the streams where you've got a captive audience when the game's not live, right? So I would have the maintenance streams. And it got to the point where I was just getting so much dumb shit. I started streaming Ridge Racer during it because I want to play Ridge Racer. And I feel like the music's good. And I feel like the people watching drifts just chills people out. So that's been a good way to kind of mellow things out. Yeah,
like playing something else or still talking about it. That's basically where I'm at with, like, again, with Monster Hunter. I have a better time talking about Monster Hunter when I'm playing PSO than when I'm playing Monster Hunter, because it's not like
100%.
Like the people who are there who are also into Monster Hunter playing PSO like understand what I'm saying. It's not randoms coming out of nowhere to just talk bullshit. So I have a better time talking about my gripes with it when I'm playing something else than when I'm actually playing it. Which is like, yeah, it just makes it sounds weird, but it makes a lot of sense and just like is comfy. But like, again, like I was saying, there's complaints and a lot of times they're valid, just people don't know how to verbalize them. Cause yeah, I mean, I get it. There's if you're a super hardcore gamer, number cruncher, min-maxer, all that kind of stuff, there's not that much, I think, for you in New Genesis right now. And I get it. But I fortunately am, like, as a casual player, which is what I've always looked at myself in PSO, I'm loving the speed and pace of everything coming out because it's very casual. It's a very casual pace. So yeah, I like it. But on your end, how are you feeling about it as just from a player, not even from I have to make a video and all that kind of stuff? Because that kind of weighs differently, especially when a game is slow on content and you want to put 4 videos out a week or something like that.
Yeah, I'm still putting out like a video out each day. I've had to kind of like, I went in with a healthy mindset that's like, yeah, look, last year we had 8 years of content in 1 year, and this year it's going to be like spread out a lot more. So I've had to kind of visualize, all right, like I can't focus on like specific guide content. I need to actually start talking about the game and talking about specific topics. So I've got to be smarter about it rather than just being like, haha, how to do this, you know? So that's been cool. But I've also not been playing it too much. Like I've literally got 2 characters at level 20. I've been like trying to mitigate burnout. Basically, that's part of why I've been playing Ridge Racer. But I think the pacing's pretty much what we'd expect out of a game. But people were just like too spoiled with content these days. I think PSO2 New Genesis could have. I think it could have dropped with more content, but I feel like people still would have like rushed through it and burnt out regardless. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, we got a game that had 8 years of content within a year. Like, there's no realistic way a new MMO is going to compare to that amount of content. Like, it's just impossible. Yeah. So, like, even if they doubled the amount of content that was, if our roadmap was pushed up 4 months and we got that now, there's still nothing to do, and people will still run through it. So it's just like what our last pod we were talking about, like growing pains. I think there's just a lot of growing pains in New Genesis, but that kind of stuff for me is exciting. Because I mentioned it before, but like I didn't really start playing online games until fairly recently in relative to my life. So like playing a game and seeing it grow is just like so cool to me, even if it starts rough. It's just cool to see that. So seeing New Genesis from like day one, ground zero, and then 5 years from now, when we see where it's come from, like that's gonna be so sick. So like it's light right now, but I'm still really excited to see where it's like gonna go. Just from where it is now.
People don't realize as well that it's like game development for online games is like a moving train. Sometimes you're going to realize up ahead that you need to change something, but you're going to miss a few stops before you actually get to that stop. I think that's like a huge thing that people just don't understand. We've had a problem recently. Like I came from Destiny 2, and the speedrunning community in that has a lot of valid gripes for the game. But the way they complain about it on Twitter sounds like a bunch of like 12-year-olds. And
exactly.
I feel like at some point, people need to realize how they're providing this feedback, because it's not really helpful towards what they're trying to push a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Like feedback, like since day one, since the beta, I've just been keeping a notepad of just all the things that I'm like, oh, this should be fixed. This should be that, whatever. And then when they have a support, because I know they take their surveys and stuff, I'm just going to write it all down, like right there kind of stuff.
Yep.
Like just taking that down, because they're not looking at 8 million people complaining on Twitter and in any kind of valuable way other than people are talking about the game. Like they're not like, all right, well, let me associate this and all that. Like nobody's reading that shit. It's just a bunch of noise that's just annoying a bunch of people.
Part of the reason why I've started making videos like my thoughts on stuff is because at the level I am now of PSO2, I feel like I can't not make that content. Like I kind of feel like people are owed me having, that perspective. And if it was like, if I'm not saying that, then it's like, what's the term? Just like by not saying, like I'm complicit if I'm not saying something. Yeah. Like,
I agree with that. Like, especially when you get to a point, we were talking about that with like music, like whether artists are owed to kind of put something out once they've gotten to a point where their word is kind of, I don't know, maybe revered is the good word, or just looked up to. Yeah, like looked at for something like that. And I think it's kind of a hard balance, because you don't because it's still creative, right? You're still creating something. So like you want to be able to create what you care about, but also there's, a lot of people are looking for this information to keep doing what they're doing. So it's like it's a balance to find, but there's definitely some PSO2 new depression, but I'm enjoying the game. I'm still excited with it. I look forward to that point, like I said, a year or 2 years from now, when there's a shit ton of fashion and I could make a character with a cute coat and a beanie and be like, Tom, now you have to play this game.
Give me, please. I want to do that.
I'm looking forward to that.
I think, like, especially with any MMO, anybody who takes the game seriously in terms of the content is going to really struggle on any release day period, right? It's always an issue with FF. where a patch will come out and there's a split of like, here's some new glamours and here's some new like end game stuff and whatever. And there's always that issue and that complaint of like people wanting more of their part of the game, you know?
Yeah.
Why can't people just be more versatile? Like they're like I can be sweaty sometimes. Like I like to min-max sometimes, but I also like to smell the roses too, bro. Like have fun with the game. Don't just go in there and be like, I need to do the best numbers right now. And once you get there, you're like, man, this game, I'm bored. Like,
Yeah. I was
I'm bored.
streaming the other day, and there was somebody talking about like how they are like speed running and stuff like that in PSO, and like when I'm streaming. When I'm streaming, I really try to like that's exactly what it was. It was boojin. I try to like bite my tongue, not because I don't care about my opinion or I don't want it to be out there, but a lot of times I'll want to say what I want to say and fucking leave it. I don't want to have to explain myself, so I'll just be like, all right, I'm just gonna let it go. But now that I'm here, I was in my head and I was just like why? Like what? For what? Like the logical, functional part of just how my brain works, it coming, I guess, from Monster Hunter, right? Like speed running to me in Monster Hunter came from, I want to kill this monster fast so I can get the material so I can do that again so I can make the armor. Like that was like, I'm not sure, there's no fucking manual on it, but
yeah,
to me in my brain, functionally, that's why you got good at fighting a monster. So you could take it down fast, so you could grind to get your rare drop to do it over again. Like that was the point. And then NGS, the same kind of grindy game. Like I get it. Like, oh, okay, I want to speed run veterans so I could find them and get my capsule drops quick and whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I mean, I guess Cocoons, it's kind of a very isolated instance to kind of test your damage and see how something's working or whatever. Like, cool, I get that.
That's why. That's why
yeah,
I do.
But like speed running it is just like, yeah, like.
Well, this is why I don't like to always use the term speed run. So I was practicing with Knuckles and I wanted to try to get better. So because the Cocoon, it's just me and Boojin and it has time. So it was like,
yeah,
let me just see the best time I can get. And then once I get the best time I can get, I just do something else in the game. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's just a part of having fun for me, though. It's not like something
and like I get that, right?
I speed ran this and you should suck my dick now or something.
Yeah, and it's like I get that, and it's like, all right, cool, I want to challenge myself, get better, and then it's just like, well, this person got like 23 and I got to get, it's like,
no, see, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's for me it's personal growth. I don't like competing with speedruns. Even in Monster Hunter, like I guess because I play fighting games, if I'm going to compete, I want to beat your ass. Like I don't want to beat your
that's the point.
Time.
That's the point of a fighting game, right?
Yeah, I don't find value in that unless I'm doing it for myself. To say that, oh, I'm getting better at the game. And that's all I care about personally. So
is that something like you could do for like if someone comes in and they're talking about speedrunning?
Yeah.
It for me, I feel like it would be weird for me to like it's something I need to kind of wean myself off of, but if I don't understand something and I don't see any logic in it, is asking people, wait, did I just get like really like
wait, yeah. I'm seeing that. I'm like, is that my Tom?
No, it's Discord. It's Discord.
Okay. Oh, you guys are good now. All right. I didn't know if it was my internet or if it was your internet or what.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's everyone. Like I think Discord is just fucking up because our outbound packet is getting fucked up. So the ping might be a little bit sketchy.
So
right,
I think it just cleared up. All right.
Yeah.
Because Tom was looking like 3 pixels.
I was a couple pixels. Yeah.
What I was saying was like something I need to start doing myself because I feel like it's an unhealthy way for me to. It just creates conflict in my head and probably is eventually gonna give me a headache. Is instead of me trying to justify or understand why someone would do something, just fucking ask them, you know?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing with just people in general is like, again, the way my brain works, I'm for the most part just logical. Like, why? But a lot of people are in their feelings before they think of why. And it's a constant thing that just I've just dealt with just throughout life. Like, I'll just be very literal, like, why did you do that? And they're like, what do you mean why? And it's like, no, I'm just asking, like, just why? So a lot of times I'll just try to be like, okay, well, why would you do that? And then it'll just lead to getting defensive and, oh, well, why wouldn't I? And it's like, no, I just want to know why. And then now, since there's that, especially when streaming, it's like it's always a one-way thing. So like, if somebody's saying something and they don't like how I said it, and then they say that back, and then I don't like the way that went, now it's an argument, and then chat's now taking some side here, and it's usually the streamer side, so that one person talking in chat is getting dogpiled by everybody else in chat because the streamer feels, and it's like, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm fine. Yeah. I'm okay.
Why aren't you using this attack with Charge Blade though?
Yeah.
You know that stuff?
Like, yeah.
That kills
it's just
me.
like,
it's like
because that's
you
just
assume
not
that
how
I
I
know
want
what
to
you're
play.
talking about?
Remember when John came in the chat and said Charge Blade sucks?
Yeah.
And
like,
you and him went at it, and like the chat just was like,
yeah, because like they don't know. Because they don't know how me and John communicate, because it's, again, it's very one-sided. That's how me and John talk. Like, we shit talk back and forth. Like, if you don't know us, it would sound aggressive, like we're angry, but that's just how we talk to each other. But if you're just like, if you don't know that that's how we communicate, and you see that, again, coming from one side, people were like going crazy on John. I'm like, relax, guys, relax. We're fucking around. Like, I know, it's a joke. Relax.
You know, I'ma say it. He called me right after that, and he said, he said, "Yo, fuck Sam's chat."
Hey, he could have said it to me too. Whatever. I'm not my chat, and I never will claim to be. They're. Yes, I may have a part in how they think, but like, I can't fucking. Yeah, I'm not. I'm never taking full responsibility for people being shitty. That's like that's a topic that we got here now. Moderating or taking part in your communities, because that's like a thing, right? Especially in like larger communities, there'll be, like, we were talking about Asmongold and him playing 14, right? And like all the people who watch him were just like shit talking 14, and they like edited the wiki and made it fucking Ligma Laminza or whatever, and then they're like blaming him for it, and it's like, dude, he's just playing 14, and there's shitty people doing shitty stuff, man. Like, when you get to a point, there's no matter what, like, yes, you can try to tame your community and keep things level, but when you get to a certain point, people are gonna be fucking people, right? Like, you can't control that shit. You can't blame him for his people in his community doing stupid shit when he has fucking 100,000 people watching him. Like,
he has a lot of followers too. Like, I think they'll fucking lick his nuts at this point.
I get it all the time. I get people saying, "Oh, someone said that you should do this because Anamana said," and it's like, and half the time it's taken out of context, or they've just picked up this one little shred of information and they're trying to like twist it, what I've said, and it's fucked. Like, I don't know. That's pretty much all I can say on it.
That kind of reminds me of 14, when a new raid comes out. Mr. Happy would do a guide, and if you're not doing it the way Mr. Happy said, well, go look at the video. We got to do it this way because that was in Mr. Happy's guide. So,
dude, that kind of stuff is so wild to me when there's something new and everybody's learning it, and somebody takes somebody else's word as law, and it's like,
yep.
Is this person a developer? Like, what, did you try to learn it yourself? Did you give it a shot?
Lines with it though. There's definitely lines with it. It's like, most of the time with new like end game content for FF, if you haven't watched the guides, like, because the mechanics are static, right? It's like this happens and you do this. There's not really like a optimization comes later where you kind of fuck with the game. But the raw mechanics of it, it's like you just watch a guide. right? So I think specifically with like MMO endgame content, I get that a lot as well, Mike, where it's like you go do some EX thing and they're like, have you seen this guide or have you watched this or whatever? But it's just so
Yeah.
that everyone knows what's happening and so that everyone's doing the same set of strategies and it's just like an easy way of doing it. But there are hella people like, bro, fuck it, right? Mr. Happy sucks, okay? I'm putting it out there. He's lame, okay? He's lame as hell. But his guides, they suck ass. They're stupid. They're long as fuck for no reason. And everyone obsesses with them. Everyone is like, these are the best guides in the fucking universe. And I'm like, bro, this is a fucking 40-minute video on a raid that is not that goddamn hard. All right? Have this goddamn Google Doc and just shut up, please. Like,
Bro,
fucking
I
hell.
remember when the new Titan came out. I think it was in Stormblood. I mean, not Stormblood. It was in the latest expansion, whatever. But you didn't need a main. You didn't need to tank swap at a certain point. It was like if you couldn't handle the damage, you can swap. This guy was eating up everything, so I was just doing DPS as a Dark Knight. But because we didn't do the tank swap, he was like, "Why aren't we swapping?" And I'm like, "Well, you're still alive, right?
You're chilling,
What?
bro. Enjoy.
Why we need to swap?" And he's like, "Well, it wasn't a guide though. We're supposed to swap."
Yeah,
And I'm
dude,
like,
I had the
dude,
exact same thing.
You're
with
eating the
Titania.
damage. We don't
I had
need
the
to
exact
swap.
same thing. Yeah,
Like-
100%.
That's what
was
I'm talking
main-tanking.
about.
I was playing
Yep.
Gunbreaker, and I was all good, so we didn't swap. And he's like, "Bro, why aren't you swapping?" It's like, dude, cause I'm fucking living,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
breathing,
alive.
and chilling. Like, chip, relax, bro. Jeez, fine.
It's
It's
like
called main tank for a reason.
yeah, it's like I feel like
MT,
this,
bro. Piss off.
especially in MMOs, like it's so easy for people playing MMOs to forget they're like playing a game. Like the point is to have fun. Like
Yeah, dude,
it's
100%.
just it's so easy to forget that. I feel like MMOs and like fighting games are just games that are so easy to forget. At the end of the day, the goal here is to have fun. Like that's
Yeah.
why it's created, is to
Yeah,
do that.
100%.
And then
Yeah.
you just get so caught up in all these 8 million other mechanics that are in the game, and it's just like, well, it's got to be this way. And it's like, are you even having fun anymore? And like, I feel like that question is just so forgotten to just be asked.
Such a good point.
Yeah, I know.
Such a good
Yeah.
point.
You know
'Cause
what? From the Mr. Happy's perspective, he's probably getting a lot of people going like, "Well, no, you're actually wrong. It's actually done this way." Because that's what I've been getting in my guides for New Genesis.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
Is like
Oh,
I would say this
Yeah.
is how to optimally do something, and it's
Yeah,
like, no,
100%.
you should do this.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. It's like on both sides of it, right? Like, dude, if I want to say fuck this guide and not follow it, I'm free to fucking do that. There's nothing stopping me. And from the
Yep.
creator side, dude, that's what I was saying the other day. I'm just gonna start lying all the time on the internet, because like, who the fuck is gonna stop me? Like, I'm just gonna
one.
just tell people wrong shit. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. That's the thing. I could make
Yeah, be like-
800 videos and just say, yeah, if you take a sword to this fight, you can do techniques. That's just a fucking lie. You can't do that. But who's gonna? Somebody's
Fuck
just gonna
it.
say I'm wrong, and the video's still gonna be there. Like, it doesn't matter.
be like,
Good
So,
idea. You should
I'm
do that.
Sammy.
Yeah.
20 pizza toppings minimum.
yeah, you know, like I'll just fucking lie, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's not affecting anybody. It's not changing the game. It's not impacting the game. It's not changing how you play, how I play. I'm just saying some shit on the internet, and that's how anything can be taken, whether it's true or not. If you agree with it, cool. If you don't, like, you could just go do it yourself. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how bent up.
Imagine having
just,
free will.
Yeah.
Yo,
Right?
that's the thing. People
Imagine.
People are fucking sheep, bro. That's what it
Imagine.
is.
Imagine. I mean,
And if
there's
they're
a
not
whole.
following your stuff, they're living rent free.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a whole thing that could be said there, whether fucking free will is a real thing or not. But we didn't pod in a week, and that's a 3-hour topic in itself. So let's not go there.
Wait. Do you think free willy is?
Uh-oh.
Does it just mean free will?
I mean,
I feel like there's probably some allegory there for
Yeah.
that. I could see it. the Moby Dick, Free Willy, the Little Mermaid. There's probably some conspiracy theory that ties all the sea pieces of content together, and we're not doing this. Look how
I don't want to do this.
This is
Fish
like,
can go anywhere. Why are they constrained to being on a movie?
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that.
Bro, who discovered
No,
the universe?
no,
Oh,
no,
fuck
Mike.
this, dude.
You've already asked this before.
I don't want to do this.
No.
man.
Why
But
is
who-
it like?
But
can
who
you,
was
like,
phone?
Like think? Like who said?
No.
Who called it the universe? Is it
Mike.
because we are a unified pocket in space? So
You
it's
know,
called
Discord
the
is-
universe.
Discord's glitching you up right now, and this is a perfect time for it to be happening.
Shut up.
because we're not
gonna
doing
say it.
this, Mike.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It
No,
sucks.
we're not. While we're talking about, we kind of covered
The Audacity.
a few things. Yeah, the Audacity. You know what?
The audacity of this fucking
the-
app.
The audacity of this app. So Audacity updated sometime in the
Audacity
last
sees you
week.
beating off. That's what, it hears you beating off,
Yeah. Well, that's not it.
and it sends it back to Russia.
Yeah,
What
so
are
it
you
recently
talking about?
that's not it. But it
Is it
recently
if you
updated.
install it?
Yeah, like from 3.0 or something like that. Its privacy policies change it. And people listening are like, dude, why the fuck would I care about you talking about some fucking audio program? For one, all of us use it here.
Not me.
Oh,
me.
yeah, Tom uses Ableton, but
I don't
myself
use it at all.
and Mike use it. You don't use Audacity at all? What do you use? Audition?
I use DaVinci Resolve's audio stuff inbuilt.
I will never do that because that app just be wonky as shit.
I use Reaper plugs with it though, which
Oh, okay.
I'm sure people don't like.
Okay. Oh, I see. Because I was
I
like,
can't stand that fucking app, bro.
you
but I need to
are-
use it.
you are a legend to be
Yeah.
using DaVinci Raw consistently and relying on it. I use it too for the video editing, and I like it. But some days it's just like it's all fucking gone, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm done making anything today. I'm going to bed. But yeah, so it's an audio program. It's fairly light, which is why I like it. It's not a big install or anything. But they updated their like privacy policies to basically like we can take your data and give it to some company, and people are up in arms in it, as they probably should be. But I'm gonna give my take that I think people care about stuff when they don't actually care about it. That sounds kind of
Dude.
redundant, but I'll maybe
Great
try to
point.
explain it. Everybody I saw talking about this was, Twitter, some kind of social media where they get all your fucking data. They're fucking tracking what fucking toilet paper you bought, what TV show you last looked at, what you last searched in your Google search bar. They're tracking all that shit. They got your, they may tell you they're not, but again, who's stopping somebody from just lying on the fucking internet? Laws are a joke. They're just lying to you. Sure,
You know, there
yeah.
is the reason why Google search engine is so good is because it's taking all
Kinda.
that stuff.
Yeah, it's getting it from the whole fucking world and giving you the best,
Even like
the top search or the top thing that's the most relevant.
most online games we play look at what we do in game to help their metrics.
That big
help make
ass
the game
thing you
better.
scroll before you play every
Yeah.
game, all of that shit, nobody reads it because
Bro,
we're
this
just
is the
trying to
most-
game.
That's the most mind-blowing thing about this whole situation to me, right? Is the fact that some motherfucker updated their Audacity and got a link to a fucking TOS, and he was like, link, fucking click that shit, read all of it. I'm reading every single
Yeah.
word in that fucking terms of service. Dude, who the fuck does that? Some motherfucker read that shit. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Someone rate
And it's
that shit for Audacity of all things, bro.
Yeah, and it's like
The
spyware.
Audacity.
People, yeah, the Audacity. It's like spyware, whatever. And it's like, dude, is it fucking up my computer? Is it gonna delete my data? Is it gonna fucking slow my shit down? Can I play my games? If it's not doing any of that, like, whatever, man. I don't know. And like, I get it, security, all that, but that kind of goes back to free will. Is it even real? Do we actually have any privacy using the internet? I don't know. I don't really think we have much.
That's the thing, though. It's like there are so many things doing that. It just depends on how they use it. It's kind of like a necessary evil at this point to help like a lot of these things get better over time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else they're gonna do it.
People just get on their high horse with it, man. People talk like as if they're saving people's lives by like revealing the deep dark secrets of Audacity. It's like, dude, do you have Google installed? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same shit, right? Like, should they be transparent about it? Yeah. But if it's 2021, dude, if you're worried about your fucking information being stolen, go fucking build a bunker in a forest and never talk to anyone again. Like, you aren't saving anyone's life, man. Like, you fucking just chill out. People need to use this shit. It's good, free audio software that pretty much everyone that I know ever that makes music or does pretty much anything has used it in the past to like mess around. And the fucking creators, they made a bag, right? So fucking, because they sold the company to like, sold the programs to like some other company, and that's why this has happened.
To some,
dude, they fucking,
someplace in Russia.
Yeah, so they made a bag, dude. They fucking made this open source free software for fucking years, and then they were like, all right, sweet, now we're gonna go get a bag, please. And these Russians are just getting their money back. It is what it is.
Like, Putin is listening to us right now. And when the nukes go off, you're gonna know why the nuke knew where you live. because of Audacity.
Because of Audacity.
Dude, the pointing. When the
they're gonna pinpoint our exact location, not because of
there he go,
not
there he go right there. There he go.
There. Do that one.
This guy looked at
guy's
Neopets in 2006, and he's going down.
Yeah.
Hang on, these guys are recording their podcast on this shit. Get rid of them.
Fuck this podcast. Shut them off. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
no,
and it's like I'm into tech and IT and firewalls, and I'm into all that stuff. Like I networking, like I build my own router, build my own server, I build all that stuff. I kind of just do that stuff for work, security. I get it, and as a business, it's important, right? Because that's a thing that happens. Businesses will get fucking hacked and they'll get their shit held for ransom, and I get it, and they want to get money, but dude. Who the fuck is taking anything from Hot Sammy Sliz and holding it for ransom and expecting some goddamn money? Because you aren't getting shit from me, bro.
Tom Gould, I have your ID. Fucking.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? When I see when I hear about leaked nudes, dude, if that shit ever happened to me, I'd be like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Post the dick anywhere you want. There's my dick. Like, I don't care. You're not getting no money from me.
Dude, that's how they steal your dick.
Here's my dick.
Like, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Dude, that's the thing with that shit, right? Like,
who cares?
I get it. You like people want to be able to keep their own privacy and have that sense of security. But I don't know, I'm gonna break it to you, like a lot of it's false, man. And this isn't like a conspiracy theory podcast, but like, hey, if fucking big bad Google, the FBI, whatever wants your shit, they're just gonna fucking get it.
They got it, bro. They already got it. And I hate how like people are talking like, bro, uninstall it, get rid of it. I can tell you, bro, straight up, there is no other free, lightweight, decent audio tracking software.
I looked,
right? There just
I looked up before the pod. I looked up. I was like, let me see if I can find one. Nope.
It's really expensive, bro. Audio software is hard to make, right? Like, it's really difficult. The fact that Audacity is free is fucking mind-blowing. If you're really scared and you're really freaking out, fucking learn how to make a firewall rule and stop it from letting anything go in and out through the internet, dude. It's fucking
Go to
easy.
therapy.
Or
Yeah.
go to therapy. That works too. Like, I'm telling you, dog, if I can torrent Ableton and block it from getting updates and fucking my shit up, dude, you can block Audacity from reading your shit
Yeah, you
and sending
can.
it somewhere. Dude, you just
Yeah.
stop it from accessing the internet. You need the fucking internet for
Bro,
Audacity.
just
fucking
if you
chill.
do you watch Some Ordinary Gamers?
No.
You don't?
What is that?
You don't?
What, are we
I know
ordinary
who they
gamers?
are, but I don't.
I wouldn't consider myself an ordinary gamer. I got all my crafters to 80 this week.
I just watched Vivarian 4G.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
you
all I
don't
watch,
watch
too.
me. Nah.
I just watched my Bear
Yeah.
4G as well.
I watch
Like
Librarian
Librarian.
MH and Anamana AU. That's that's the content I watch. Yeah. A little
What,
bit of
Sammy's
Karopi
Liz?
in there too.
Awesome.
That's-
Oh, I saw Karopi
Yeah.
sub to me on YouTube and I almost had a heart attack.
Oh, you gotta get
Hey.
Karupi on, man, because like, dude's
Oh
from
yeah,
China.
definitely.
He'd have
Yeah.
some interesting stories.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
Dudes from
Yeah, we'll
China,
get
he'd
Karopi.
have interesting stories.
I
That's
mean,
true. I got a friend from China,
yeah.
and he has pretty interesting stories. So
Yeah.
fuck it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's Audacity. I'm gonna keep fucking using it. I mean, I'm not updating it. That's the thing too. Who the fuck updates
Don't update
Audacity? You
Right?
download
Oh, yeah,
that shit
I
once
haven't.
and you just keep using it. It does.
Yeah,
that's
I
what makes
skip
it great.
all
It doesn't
updates.
break. You never
like
have to
WinRAR.
change it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like fucking WinRAR and 7-zip. You never fucking update those things. You download them
Just
once and you
leave
just
it,
keep
bro.
using them.
That's what I'm saying. People are freaking
Yeah.
out. If you're freaking out because you don't get it or you're worried, if you have a Twitter account and you reference your real name in that Twitter account, then you're already fucked. So if the end of the world comes because someone took your name, then you are gone in 2012, bro. We're fucking all fucked.
Yeah.
So let them have it, bro. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Wash.
like you hacked the Pentagon, right? But
Ooh.
you didn't realize that like you ended up pressing the wrong button and then like you shot off like a couple of missiles and shit and you ended up blowing up your home city and then like you realize like you've done something like really bad and then like I don't
Mike's
know
in a
where I was
mood,
going
bro.
with this.
Mike's in a
Mike.
fucking mood. Y'all want to talk about Smash
Mike.
or something?
That was crazy.
Mike, what's the last movie you watched?
American Horror Story season.
So you got to stop watching that shit, man.
No.
You
And
This is
Mike,
like
you
when I
gotta go
talk
back
to my-
bed.
Yeah, this is like when I talk to my mom and like she watches these like criminal like investigation shits and she gets crazy. She's like, because my wife's from the Netherlands, so we're foreign, you know, traveling and stuff. And I remember like she'll call me up and she'll just be like, do you know really where Heather's from? Because I saw this investigation where the wife was from somewhere else and then she like killed her husband and tried to. I'm like,
my
you got to
God.
stop watching that shit, man. You got to stop. You got to stop watching
Sounds
that
like my
shit.
grandmother.
Relax.
You need to
Relax.
stop.
That sounds like
Turn
my
that shit
grandmother.
off.
You took the train today? Let me tell you what happened. This guy got stabbed, and you need to be careful on the train when you coming
Yeah.
home. Like,
Dude, this is why I
Thanks
don't
for
watch
the
the
info.
news, man.
Yeah,
You know, this is
100%
actually a
just freaks
great
you
point.
out.
I don't know. Maybe the news is terrible all over the world, but I know specifically it's terrible here. I have not intentionally watched the news in probably at least 20 years. There's nothing good on it. It's just bad.
It's just drama.
Do you watch? Is the news terrible over there too? Is it just garbage as well?
Tracy
It's just-
Grimshaw goes pretty hard, but I don't know, dude. Like,
It's just all
pretty-
COVID shit now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Oh
it's
well,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's like I think we abide by like non-bias broadcasting laws, but like that doesn't really work. I don't know. I don't watch the news. We have like phones and stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
Twitter.
Google stuff and look at Twitter and like we had a rat plague. I found out because it was trending and it was like,
Do you want to know some? Speaking of rats, do you want to know what's fucked? The last few months, I at night just smell this rotting smell, and I've had no idea what it was. And I thought, is there something in my sinus cavity that's dying? And my partner just couldn't smell anything. And then she calls her mum, just like, oh yeah, a mouse probably died in your roof and is rotting, and you have to wait for it to like completely decay.
What?
Shit.
You just gotta wait in your roof.
You know.
I want to get that shit out of there because that shit, like, it's not like overt enough that I can't be in the house. It's just like that,
Yeah.
like a lingering.
You can just
and
smell
it's
it
like,
faint.
It's been killing me for the last month or two.
That is insane.
Only at night.
That
Only in
sounds like
a
some New York
specific,
shit,
like, room.
honestly.
That's insane. That's like my cousins who had a possum die in the shed, and then it was like real bad, and fucking, it was really smelly, and it was like stinking up the whole damn neighborhood. And then they like ripped out their entire shed, and they couldn't find this damn possum, and then they found it, and it was just fucking dead and stinking.
All right. So we're here, and you know, sometimes you forget things happen, and something like unlocks a part of your memory, and you're like, oh shit, that was something that happened. And you just mentioning this possum stinking up the whole community, it just kind of triggered something in my head of an experience that happened in my life. And I'm gonna be vulnerable here. I'm gonna be open, and I'm gonna share this.
It's a safe
I think I've
place.
only shared it with a few people. So, you know, it's perfect because we were talking about wings earlier too. You'll see how that ties in. So in college, we used to go to wing night every few weeks or every week or so, and we went to a wing night or whatever, and decided to be a little frisky. I was like, let me try some new wings. I don't know, it was like Asian barbecue or honey barbecue or something. I usually just get buffalo. So I was like, all right, let me just try these wings. They're pretty good. They're all right wings. The drive is probably about like 15, 20 minutes back to our dorm room. So, you know, I was like, we're good. We're chilling. And we're heading back. About halfway through the ride, I'm like, I gotta go.
Oh, you're riding the Speedy Bum Express?
Oh, yeah. It was like, I gotta go. It's time to go. So I'm holding it. We make it back to the dorm, and I'm like, all right, let me get right up there. I gotta go. And I have a room. It's like a suite, so there's like 3 rooms, and each room has like 2 roommates. So I get up there, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go in. There's only one bathroom, and another roommate's in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. And you know when you gotta go, and like you can't, there's nowhere to go. So you just start sweating. You're just sweating.
Dude.
Yeah. And it's not hot. It's just stress. I got a shit sweat. Like it's just the shit sweats. So I'm just sweating. And I'm like, all right, he's gonna be out soon, right? What are the chances we both gotta, he's gonna be out soon. He's not. Time is slow when you got a shit, right? Like time is it's moving at a different rate when you got a shit. So it feels like I've been waiting for 30 minutes. I'm like, what is he doing in there? It probably was only maybe a minute or 2, if that. So I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. I go downstairs because there's like public bathrooms in the dorm room. So I go downstairs. I like ask for the key. I'm like, can I use the bathroom? I made it. We're on like the 11th floor. So I made it down the elevator. I'm like, all right. I made it down, got the key, fucking locked. Somebody's in there too. I'm like, oh, fuck.
No.
Just shit on yourself, bro.
I'm like, dude, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna make this. I don't know what's gonna happen anymore. Both bathrooms are locked. I can't so it would look like I just ran a fucking 10-kilometer marathon. I'm drenched, sweating, holding this like I can't walk straight kind of thing. Heart's racing. Something needs to happen here. Something is going to happen. All right, well, I'm like, all right, at this point, he's got to be out the bathroom now if I go back up. I go back up. He's still in there. I'm like, okay, we're hitting nuclear.
Shit on the door, bro. Just shit on the door.
We're hitting nuclear. So I go to the lobby on our floor, and they have there's like a trash room in the lobby where you put like, you know, you
shit
put your
in the
trash.
room?
Dude, I've dropped trowel shit right in that fucking dumpster trash. I was like, but it was like the thing is, it's one of the dumpster ones. You know, it's the ones that's like angled, so they
He's
could
hanging
like
your ass over it.
it's like the angled ones with the wheels. So I'm freaking out. So I drop to go shit in it, and the thing tips. So I'm just like, and it's like, I had the
He's
shirt on
getting
that
his
day.
inhaler.
Dude, I had this shirt on that I got made in high school. It was like a custom shirt that me and my buddies made, and there was only like 3 of them. It was a really sick shirt, and I got shit all over it, the pants, like everything. I was just like, dude. And it was bad. But I'm not. The best part of the story hasn't got here yet. Believe me, that's not the best part. So this shirt's ruined. There's shit all over it. There's no coming back, right? You get shit on a piece of clothing you like. You can't wash it. There's no coming back.
Throw it out.
So-
Desperation in your like in your being to take a shit in a bin, bro.
Oh
my god, bro.
Can you imagine like putting your rubbish there and it's like, what is this smell?
Dude, this. So it's a mess. It's a mess. It's like a murder scene. It's a shit murder scene. And dude, that's the thing. It tipped because it's like the angled ones. So it's like it's a mess in there. Look, it's a murder scene. Bro. So I'm like praying to God nobody walks out to go to the elevator and nothing. And fortunately, I make it back into my dorm room, into the bathroom, safe and wash up. But there's shit in the garbage room. Like there's shit in there. So for like 2 weeks, a week and a half, our whole floor just smelled like shit.
And you knew.
And dude, I knew, and I was like, dude, what is that smell, man? Why does our floor smell so fucking bad?
You're always the first to bring it up, just so no one
like,
would accuse you.
Dude, that's like another layer on like, did you fart?
yeah.
Dude,
Literally.
it was bad, man. Like the moment you opened the door to the suite, you was just, oh, what is that? And it was like a week
wasn't
or
sweet
so.
anymore.
Like, no, not anymore. Like a week or two, and I was just like, dude, I don't know what that smell. It smells terrible here. Like it's horrible. And whoever had to clean that, dude, I am sorry. Apologies, whoever had to clean that in Rutgers Camden dorm. Bless your soul. I hope you never have to clean.
You know what's crazy though?
Again.
like that kind of happened to me, except I actually got to a bathroom. But it was me and Val were going to Jersey, so we had to take the train. Well, before we left the house, I was like, I might need to shit, but then I was like, nah, I'm good. So when we got off the train, right when we got upstairs to go get in the cab, I felt it coming, and I was like, oh, I gotta shit, but we're gonna be fine. Like we're gonna get in the Uber, we're gonna be good. Val wants to go to Dunkin' Donuts, so I'm like,
no.
Fuck. When we get in Dunkin' Donuts, then it's like, babe, I gotta shit. I gotta use the bathroom. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna call the Uber real quick. And I'm like, okay. It's like the Uber driver we got, I don't know what was wrong with him. He took so long to come.
Dude,
and
it's
then
time.
when he was
it's
there,
the shit desire time bend, man. When you got a shit, time doesn't move right. It doesn't move right.
When he got there, we got in the car, and it was some really older guy with like a bandage over his head, and he kept like talking some strange shit to us in the car. And all this time, I didn't. But like
that would have trumped my story by far.
Oh, absolutely.
I had the shit so bad, bro, that the sweats came. And my stomach was hurting, and I was like, babe, I can't hold it. But this guy was driving so fucking slow.
Dude, he was probably driving. He was probably driving normal, but I'm telling you, man.
It's the shit time, bro.
It
You
was
end up in a
slow.
wall.
And he kept turning behind us to say some random shit. And I was like, babe, tell him to shut up, or else I'm gonna tell him to shut up.
Or else
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
shit.
please,
Like,
please, tell him to shut the fuck
Tell
up
him to shut
because
up,
I have to use
or
the
else I'm
bathroom
gonna
and he's
pop
not
right
driving
now.
fast enough. And she doesn't
Dude.
want to say anything. And Val has this thing when I'm distressed, she'll keep talking to me. And I'm trying to be cool, calm,
You're
and
trying to
collected. She's
you're
like,
trying to-
babe, like, babe, you
trying
want
to shit focus?
You want some water? Babe, you want water? Babe, you okay? You okay? Babe, you alright?
Dude.
I'm like, you're not helping me. I got
You're
shit.
trying to use
Insane.
every mental ounce in your being to
Yeah.
focus the power
It's
in
so
this
scary.
shit.
It's so scary because, bro, you're such a passenger, right?
Yeah.
Your whole life, you've like approached your body as like, I have control over what I
Yeah.
do and where I am, and then it's like, dude, like you need
You have
to
no
find a
control.
fucking toilet. Like this isn't a choice, and then like all of your preferences go out the window. You know, it's like
Your
I don't
bowels are
care.
double booked.
All of it.
I don't care where I have to shit.
all of it.
Bin, like,
Dude,
as long as it
and-
isn't in my pants, it's better.
So, like, and I work I do a lot of driving for work, so like I have like it's common for me at this point. I have shit on many sides of roads because I'm like I keep TP in my van in case I need it. I've shitted on rocks, trees. I'm basically a bear at this point.
God damn, what the
I'm basically a driving bear. Cause sometimes you're on a highway and the next exit isn't for another 40 miles. What are you gonna do?
Oh no.
You know? Pull over. That tree looks great.
Imagine someone
mean,
seeing you pull
like-
over and run into the goddamn trees.
I don't even care anymore. I used to be like, oh, what are they gonna do? They're driving 80 miles down the highway. They're never gonna see me again. Oh man, I saw a
it.
dude shitting on the side of the highway. All right, who was it?
dude, if you
whatever.
haven't shit on the side of a road, you haven't drove far enough. Frankly,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you drive far enough and you're in the middle of nowhere. Like this is what I'm saying. You're a passenger to yourself. Like, you need to shit.
Yeah.
Like it's not a choice, man. Like it's
Yeah,
fucking
you got-
insane. It's like nothing else matters. You know, like week 2 of uni, had a coffee before I left. I was on the train, 40 minutes in,
Oh no.
shit time, I guess. it's terrifying, man. It's so scary. And then all these
Yeah.
preferences of like, man, I would never shit in the train station toilet. It's like, God, I hope I
Nope.
can shit in the train station toilet right now, bro.
yeah.
Like
All out the window.
anything to get me off
Yeah.
of this carriage and into some sort of basin so I can unload
Yeah.
myself. It's insane.
That's
Yeah.
the best thing
right?
about living rural. Living rural, V-lines have toilets.
I know.
Oh,
I
shit.
know. See, you guys are lucky. I wasn't that lucky. I had to get off the train. I was fucking patting the toilet with toilet paper while my ass is corrupted.
Dude, that's
Man.
when you know it's real
God,
bad
bro.
because I always line my seats too when you
Yeah.
don't have the time.
When you
Said,
don't.
Fuck
you-
it.
When you don't.
when you don't
When
have the
you-
time
And
to
the
line it.
craziest thing, dude, the craziest thing is the moment you sit and it's like frame 1 gone. It's like, how close was I, bro? I'm frame 1 shitting.
It's always
You know what?
frame
Needing
one.
to piss.
Frame
Needing
1.
to piss is just as bad. Like I feel like I've got a weak bladder, and I used to in Adelaide. They've got this bus on tracks where like this stretch of the bus route is literally on a track, and basically you can't hail the bus off or anything like that. And I needed to piss really bad because I'd been drinking. I'd been out with people drinking, and then I'm on this like 40-minute ride on a bus, and there's like 2 stops in between. I'm like, I need to get off the bus and just run into a bush and piss. And I'm just getting up to the station, and this lady sitting next to me, like on the aisle side, gets up her bag and starts pulling out her DVD, like her CD player. I'm like, can you not fucking do that right now? I need to get up and go and take a piss, and it's not time to like find a fucking song to listen to.
Yeah, like everything is like height. I feel like if humans could have superpowers, it would have to be like they would find a human who really needs to shit and like tap into all the adrenaline or whatever abilities they have right at that
That's what I'm
moment. If they could
saying.
extract that, if you could
And become
extract
that,
this,
that's
yeah,
super sane
at any
shit,
time.
bro.
Yeah,
that's
that's
Kuruma
superpowers right
Naruto
there.
shit. Like that's insane. Like
Yeah,
that's
if you
nine
could
tails
extract
shit.
that.
Like it's
Yeah,
insane.
right
And
there.
I honestly think like shit is like you can't avoid it. I find that with piss you can kind of like evolve past it. You know, like you
The
kind of
thing-
like
the
you
thing
get to
with
this
that-
point with piss, and it's like you can overcome the need.
If
and
you
then
hold
you're
it
like
so
this
much,
evolved being.
your bladder gets numb for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and then
the
you don't
thing
need
for
to
me.
do it.
Yeah.
And then it's just, but the thing with that is the aftermath. Like whenever you have to take an
Oh.
insane shit, you go and you feel amazing. If
Yeah.
I hold a piss for too long
You can get an
and then I
infection
go,
from
it
that
still
shit.
hurts. Like I'm
Yeah.
still like it still feels terrible. So that's the trade off.
Yeah,
Like
well, I
you can
understand
hold
that
it.
though. Like because I feel like if you were like going Super Saiyan, it probably hurt afterwards as well, right?
I mean,
I guess
honestly-
you're exerting all that energy.
All right.
what does it feel like when Goku screams for like 10 minutes?
All right. We're Mike.
Actually, do you want a story to take the energy down a little bit?
All
Have
right.
you heard
yes.
the Vegemite story?
I have.
The what?
The
I don't
Vegemite
think I
story?
have.
All
I
right.
think I have.
Uh-oh,
Here we
here
go.
we go.
So, one night, my partner and I were in the bedroom getting ready for bed. She's like butt naked in bed. I'm in my boxers, and I get an idea. She's got a very weak stomach. So, I take my underwear off, and I walk out to the kitchen, and I get the Vegemite, and I smear it between my butt cheeks. And I come back into the bedroom and like hiding it, like concealing it. And I'm like, start doing this sexy dance for her. And then I like back up onto the door frame and slide down. And there's just this Vegemite smear. And she's just like, ooh. There you
That
go,
is
party trick.
absolutely amazing. Does Vegemite smell bad?
It's just salty.
No.
Yeah, it does, right?
No, it's just
No.
salty, man. It just smells
Really?
like salt.
Oh shit.
That's amazing. That's
Someone told me it
basically the
smelled bad.
equivalent here would be like Nutella, but that smells amazing, right? So like you could tell.
Nutella smells amazing.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like the smell of hazelnut? Did you mute
just mute
yourself
him,
again, Mike?
Oh boy's face, man. Come on, Mike.
You don't like the smell of hazelnut, Mike?
No.
What?
What?
Hazelnut smells
It
great.
doesn't matter that
That's
much.
all right.
You're gonna be ashamed
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
No. I
Dude,
don't
that
like
fucking
it.
reminds me, man. I was talking to my boy Preston yesterday or the day before about the pod, and he was like, he was talking about how he finds it funny and whatever. And he's like, but man, because he listens on Spotify. He's like, man, I hate it when Mike does something funny and you and Sam just start laughing a bunch, but no one who's listening can see. So you and Sam are just freaking out, like just laughing, and they know that Mike did something, but they don't know what
Yeah.
he did because me and you can't explain it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. So for those listening on the audio form, you got to hit the YouTube. So there's a I watch and listen to the Joe Budden podcast. And sometimes I got to do that. Sometimes I'll be listening audio cuz they play music and I can only hear it there. But then they'll start laughing about some stupid shit and I'm like, I got to see what is happening? I got to see it. So you got to hit up the YouTube. You got to see the video. You got to double dip. Get both sides of the content.
Cross-continental.
You know?
Go poly.
Cross contaminated. Your content
Cross-contaminated.
content cross contamination. Oh, there it is. There it
Damn.
is. That's the 3. I got it.
I don't know why, but for some reason, the thing that just popped into my head was that eating a banana is like eating a ghost. Have you ever had that feeling? Where like
What?
you bite into it and you're eating it, but it's like eating nothing.
Bro,
A banana?
What the fuck are you saying to me?
What?
It's just like you put it in your mouth and then you chew it and then it's like nothing and you swallow nothing.
You can't.
Are you
taste
all
it?
right? Is it? Did a banana hurt you at some
You
point?
can't taste banana.
Banana?
Do you not like banana?
You don't
I
like
love
Banana?
banana. I love it, but it's just
See,
weird. It's a weird
They're
experience.
filling to me. It's like the
Oh,
opposite.
you don't like the texture? Is that you don't like the texture?
Is there a
of banana?
texture? It just feels like it's just wet. And then
That's the-
Maybe you got bad bananas.
No, we don't. We got the best
no,
bananas in the
no,
world.
but no, banana does have kind of like a
It does have a
weird-
unique
like
texture.
like you're eating a slug or some shit. Kinda.
Yeah.
yeah, fuck. Actually, speaking of slugs, Sammy doing slugs into the bin.
Wait, doing what? Wait, what am I
For
doing?
some reason, like whenever someone talks about slugs, it just makes me think of like shit sliding out your ass. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Dude,
well, yeah,
what
that
is
was.
this, man? We got this. Look at this dock that we've got. Look at not a single bit of this dock is shit anywhere. Why are we talking about shit so much?
That
Wait,
came
hold
up
on,
because we
hold
were
on.
talking about communities, like something like a community. I don't even remember the tie.
Possum?
There was a tie there. Yes.
Stinky possum?
Yes, the stinky
Oh,
possum.
wait,
and
let's-
being like, "What is that?" That's where it came from, and I was like, "I got a story," and then we
Sam.
went on a what? What
What's
you got, Mike?
relationship jealousy? What's that?
Oh, all
what
right,
is
yeah, we can go
this?
there next. Yeah, so that was I don't know how it came to my head, but we're all in a relationship, so I figured we could all probably weigh in on this. I don't know where the idea initially came from, but like the idea of being jealous of your partner's attraction, not in that sense, like if somebody I think somebody was talking about like catcalling or something like that. So like not necessarily catcalling because it's kind of like that's disrespectful, but just in the sense of if somebody else is trying to like hit on your partner or something and they don't know that they're in a relationship or whatever, like I know a lot of people will get angry at that. And there's also like I've been in relationships where like that'll happen, and when it comes to a relationship, if I'm with somebody, I'm with them, so I'm confident in that relationship. I don't care if some other dude is hitting on my partner or whatever. Like you're with me, we're together. Like I don't have to feel a way about that. And I've been in relationships where that is a problem, where like me not giving a fuck if some dude is trying to, and not like physically doing anything. Obviously, if they
Yeah.
put their hands, that's a different story. But like like trying to talk or whatever. Like it's obvious, but like whatever, go right ahead, dude. Like she's with me and we're together, so fuck it, have a ball, man. I'm not bothered. And that has been like an issue for me in previous relationships. We're like, why weren't you mad that he was trying? It's like because we're together. Why? I don't care. Like why would I be
Honestly-
jealous of some other dude trying to do something to you when I know you're not going to do anything and we're together? And that's not a thing with me and Heather. We usually laugh about it when anything like that happens. But that was just something that came across my head, so I threw it in there. So, and I know we're all in a relationship, so I wanted to hear if that's happened or how you guys have ever dealt with that or anything like that.
I think personally, severe jealousy in that sense is mostly out of personal
Fear?
insecurity,
Oh,
in my opinion. Like me and my girlfriend talk all the time about, like, we're both bi, right? So we talk all the time about like this dude is really hot and this girl is really hot, right? Like we always send each other pictures and whatever, like, because it's not like I think anything is gonna happen in that sense, It's just
Yeah.
a normal thing. Not to get like too personal or like name anything or whatever, but the first person that I was like in a committed relationship with cheated on me with my best friend at the time, right? So I have like responses where like I think something might happen, but the communication is there, so I don't freak out. I just like ask the question, and she knows that even if it seems stupid, I just need to ask it, and then we move
Yeah.
on. But like from a jealousy standpoint, I'm not a very jealous person, and I have a lot of trust in the idea that the other person like values the prospect of a relationship as much as I do. And just the idea of like trusting that they know not to fucking respond, like If someone like tried to touch her or something, then I would get super fucking angry,
Yeah, like I
obviously.
said,
That's a
physical.
different-
That's a different. Yeah, that's a
it's
different type of thing. Yeah,
There's like a protection there, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
But just like, if someone were to like message my girl on Instagram or something, we would just laugh about it, and like,
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I'm telling her to try fucking e-date someone on Final Fantasy to get free subtime, bro. She's a girl.
Yeah.
Like, dude, fucking,
Yo.
I say the same thing to Heather or something. Like she'll be like, she'll like have a picture or something, and I'm like, fucking post that shit, fucking run it up, fuck that. Like,
get your money
I don't
up,
care.
dude. Fuck it.
Yeah, run it up.
When my partner and I were on our second date, she was like, I don't know if this is this will be a thing, like as a joke. And what if I want to see other guys? I'm like, no, you can go and see other guys. Like, I'll actually encourage a partner to see other people as well, because the mindset for me is that at the end of the day, expecting that one person can completely fulfill you or your partner I think it's unrealistic. So I would encourage, like, if my partner wants to go and see someone else and go and fuck someone else, it's totally up to her. And all I would ask is that, there's honest communication about feelings and stuff like that. And if I was like, I tried doing polyamorous stuff like a few weeks ago, and we ended up like, it didn't really work out because I felt that I didn't have enough time for it. But also my partner did start getting a little bit of like insecure feelings about it, but we talked about it, and it ended up being that it really wasn't something that can work for us at the moment. So I think as long as you're talking about that stuff, and as long as I'm not insecure about, I don't have ownership of her. Like, my life is my life and her life is her life, and what she wants to do with her life is completely up to her. She's got that agency.
Yeah, I think that's like, I feel like, because obviously jealousy is, I would, like you were saying, I think of insecurity, but I think that's where a lot of it comes from, is like that sense of ownership. And I don't know, I've never ever had that feeling of owning somebody. It's just, and maybe it's being a black person in America thing. Like, maybe that's just like a thing in my head. Like, the concept of just owning somebody just is crazy. It's just insane. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I just can't process that concept. It's just ridiculous. And the same thing carries over to me in relationships. Like, I just like with even like policing people, like, oh, you can't wear that, or you can't, like, whatever. Like, Heather will get a new outfit or whatever, and it's like, run it. Whatever you want to wear, go right ahead. It's like, if you like it, then fucking you like it, Same
It's just
idea.
a communication thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like everything is, everyone has boundaries and things like that. As long as there's like a level of honesty there, I don't think that there's any judgment.
I think the jealousy thing, the more confident you are about yourself and your relationship, you won't need to be jealous. So
Yeah.
I mean, I told Val, first time we started dating, actually, I said, if you want to make an OnlyFans, like, do it. That's bread for us. Do
Yeah.
that shit. Like, do it. And then, like, she'll show me, like, messages on Instagram of dudes, like, hitting her up, and this shit's fucking funny. That shit's hilarious.
Dude,
It's funny.
That's the thing for me, is like, it's like comedy for me. It's like
fun,
two things.
bro.
One, it's comedy, and two, for me, it's a boost of confidence, right? It's like,
Yeah.
if there's other people who think the person I'm with is that
Yeah.
awesome, to hit them up, it's like, well, I got one, right? Like, obviously.
yo.
100%.
So like, it's like a boost of confidence for me, as well as it's just funny because, a lot of people don't know how to talk.
This dude's sending you money and it's actually paying for me for getting a Big Mac?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like, that's fucking sick, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that, I think I might have been watching another podcast or something, but that idea came up, and I was like, I know all four of us are in relationships. So that's why I wrote that one down.
What about desire to create or work?
Yeah, so that was like, that's perfect. That was from me and Tom were talking earlier. Just in general, I know Tom was still kind of in a bit of a funk, and we were talking about it on the last pod, and I'm like, or maybe it wasn't on the pod or before we started, how like you're out of uni and like you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what? I
Yeah.
just got all this free time. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I feel like it was that. I think that's what spawned me to put that there. I was thinking about that more. So like, I feel we all have a desire to create or work, but I think that's kind of interesting because when you think the general idea, at least in America, is like work, a job, and all that, and like most people aren't like, I want to work, other than like I want to get a dream job. But like,
Yeah.
there's a weird kind of human desire, I think, to put your mind towards something, and whether that's creation or work, it's just kind of interesting. Because like Tom was saying, when we're all doing shit, it's like, oh man, I need a break. But it's always like a break, right? When you have all that free time, you want to just get back to something. Like last year when I was done, I left Amazon and I had a year off, and I was like doing my thing for streaming, but then I kind of chilled a bit on streaming. I was like, I gotta figure out something to do. I gotta do something. Like I don't know what, but I gotta do something. And it's like weird. Like what is that makes your brain want to just work, so to say, not necessarily work for somebody, but to do something. And that's why I put that there, because we all do something, you know?
For me, I because ever since the pandemic hit, I had to leave my retail job, and my life has been almost nothing but making videos and playing games. And I feel like it's hard for me to want to play a game and not contribute something to it as far as like content goes. It's hard for me to play, like if I played Stories 2 for as long as I did but didn't do anything about it or make any content, I'd feel bad.
Yeah,
That's
like
all I
that,
was
right?
doing. Yeah.
Like why is that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. But I mean, it's different when I was working a day job and then coming home and playing video games the rest of the night. That's different because it's like I worked a full day. Now it's my time to just do whatever the fuck I want. But you know, it's
But
like
that's a slippery
it's,
slope with creation, right? Because especially if you're full-time self-employed, you're doing that all day. And just like you just said, right? You worked at home, or you worked, your day job, and then you come home and it's like, I'm just playing games, and that's cool. But when you're doing, your full-time self-employed creating content, it's so easy to slip. I mean, it was the same thing for when I was doing it last year. Like, it was wake up, stream 14 hours off. Like, and when even with this current job, which I like my job, but if I have a week straight of 10-hour days, I'm fucking annoyed and pissed off, and I don't want to fucking do anything. I don't want to wake up and do it again. But it's crazy when you're doing the stuff yourself to get caught in that kind of loop. And it's also crazy how when you're not doing anything, you have a desire to do that. It's just weird, you know?
Yeah. I think especially with creation, there's like a unrecognized amount of like mental exertion that goes into it.
Dude, it's
that you don't really pay respect to. And I think, especially when I'm at uni and stuff, what I do at uni is I essentially just make music, right? All my assignments and stuff, they pretty much all just make music. So I'm pretty much just live in a studio and I make music all day, every day, which is great. But there is a level of mental effort and stamina for that. Because creation is exhausting, right? Like it is. It takes it out of you to like be creative and to push yourself into something, right? And I think it's the exact same as like, back when it was summer and I would ride my bike every day, right? Me and my brother would go to different skate parks and shit every single day, right? And my body got used to that. And now that it's winter and I can't do that because of the weather or whatever, my body was used to a level of, adrenaline and endorphins that now I'm not getting. And that hits different. Right? So when you're used to that level of like creative output and like energy, and then all of a sudden it's just like you don't have to do it anymore and you can just chill and you have all this time to just do like fucking lazy shit, it's like it feels different. It like hits harder because it's like, man, like I'm used to fucking my brain being like dead when I get home because I've made fucking 70 goddamn beats this week.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that. It just hits different. It's way more noticeable, you know?
I
Yeah.
feel like I go through a process where I do a daily video, and about every seventh day, I'll think, do I take a day off? At the moment, I'm on a 9-day streak, and I feel like if I'm not making content, then I'm missing out on metrics that I could have gotten if I put out a video, it might get 5,000 views, which for me is pretty low at the moment. But if I don't do that, then I'm missing out on that, and that's missing out on traction for the channel. It's probably missing out on money as well. But the last few days have just been me being like, I really don't want to put out a video, and I'll get to like 1 a.m. and it's like, all right, I'll get a video done, and then I'll push it out, and then that's it. But I don't know. Sometimes as well, I just need to talk to other people to get an idea, and once I got that idea, it'll be easier to do it. But it's just the resistance of making content like over and over. I only play PSO2 at the moment, like at most, like 3 hours a day. I don't play it that much because there's not much content at the moment, and I feel like if I'm gonna brute force it, what am I gonna show for it? Like my BP's high. I've grinded everything. Like what is there to show? Like who cares if I don't play it? There's nothing to work towards right now, so I feel like that's wasted time if I am forcing myself to play that. But yeah, I always have that thing in the back of my mind where it's like I need to make something. Especially since I'm doing this full time at the moment. I have been actually thinking, because I haven't been streaming as much lately, and if I do it usually at night, and because I'm making videos late at night, I could probably get a full-time job as well and like have a sick amount of money coming in. But it's just, I don't even know what I want to do for work right now. Like I actually used to work for a major retail company in Australia allocating stock to all the stores, and I got made redundant, and that's what allowed me to do this for as long as I have full time. But before that, like I used to work for an anime convention in Adelaide, and then I did uni and all this other stuff. And I feel like I'm at a point where if I was to study, I'd know exactly what I need to study. But in terms of what I could do for employment, I've just got no idea.
Yeah. And then like, cause with that also, like you said, I'm on a 9-day streak. I could do this, and then if I take a day off, it'll hurt that. And it's like so easy to get caught in that, right? Of I got to do this, and you can see exactly where it would go or what would hurt if you didn't do it. And it's so hard to see what it's currently doing on like your mental, right? Like whether like you're actually tired or not. Like there's no number on that. So like
Yeah.
it's so easy to be like, well, I have the numbers here. If I keep doing this, if I go for 2 weeks, it'll do this much, and the trajectory is here and it'll go there. But there's no number on, yeah, I went for 3 weeks straight and my brain is exhausted, and by the time I get to this 28th vid in a row, I sound terrible because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like
And the quality doesn't
there's
hit
no
anymore.
yeah, like there's no number on that kind of stuff. And there's nobody who can tell you that. Like, yes, you can have friends who are like, hey, like maybe this isn't right, but like if all the numerical and physical things, for lack of a better term, are in place of where there should be, then it's like, well, why should I stop? And it's like such a tough thing that I think I've come to a point where I'm okay with it now, but like I've definitely struggled with that multiple times throughout my whole streaming career. And it's like I don't think there's ever a finish line. Like it's a constant.
It's honestly,
it's a constant thing.
For me, I feel like even now I've been struggling internally about like dissecting my channel and trying to understand if I'm doing okay or not, because I can't really tell. So I'll ask for feedback and people will say, well, you're just a small channel, that happens. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I look at other channels, and I think my biggest fear is like getting to like 10K subs and not getting any views. Like no matter what I do, like I'm just like fucking at the bottom. That's like And it's like if that happens, it's like not much you can. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that at that point. I don't know. Like, and I
Well,
guess
that's
it's
the
because
thing.
I'm
Like, yeah, like with
Reverse
creation, it's
engineer.
all yeah, it's
yeah.
all different, right? Like, it's kind of hard to conceptualize sometimes. It's just like
Oh yeah.
every single account is different. People who
Yeah.
can have multiple accounts, like the one person, like there's people who will have like their main account and then they'll have like a clips account and like a podcast account. Even within that, like every single account is different and like
Yeah.
knows either on Twitch or on
Yeah.
YouTube or anywhere gets the exact same process
I
of
think
clicks, likes, views, all that stuff.
my problem is I get too lost in the sauce, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I just get so lost in the metrics, and it just fucks me up like real bad. And it's like, if I put out one video that just does really really bad, I'm depressed the whole week. And
Mhm.
I'm trying to find a way to stop doing that. It's really hard to not do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's hard, man. I think it's like because I hustled for music for a long time as well before I followed production and engineering and found success there. Like as a vocalist, it was hard, man. I would upload shit all the time. I thought I was making the best music I'd ever made, and I thought that I deserved a level of recognition that me and my group of friends just didn't get. Right? People just didn't care like we thought they should. And then I teamed up with this other group of dudes, and they already had like a decent following, and I released some tracks with them, and then all of a sudden you drop a track and it gets 80,000 plays, and it's like sick. And then you realize that track wasn't that dope. That
Yep.
didn't like. I can't justify that getting 80,000 plays, and then the album that me and my friends dropped last year not getting more than like $400 in revenue. I can't. There's no justification for it, right? It's just like when you've kind of been on the one side of like trying to hustle and grow, and then you've also kind of experienced a little bit of like this shit fucking popped off, and like I can really push it and make something happen, and you realize, hang on, like this is such a clear observation of like, man, that quality doesn't match the level of attention at all, you know? And that's such a weird realization. I think we talked about it when we had cups on as well. Just the idea
Yeah.
Yeah.
of becoming so good at something that eventually no one can fucking fuck with you, right? And then you will get attention for it. It's like um the whole idea of making content and looking at numbers and being, I guess the word would be like infatuated with it, right? Like you are
Mhm.
nearly obsessed with this idea of like making these numbers grow because they correlate to the worth of what you're producing. I think finding the way to identify that worth, um, regardless of counts, is hella important because that's when I
Mhm.
started, making money from this shit. Was like when I
Mhm.
realized the number next to it doesn't matter. If I'm good enough, people will realize it eventually. You know?
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like
that's like a huge thing too. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, you kind of got to separate the two sides, right? There's the creative side where you make the content, and you can make the best content in the world, but if the wrapper around it is shit, then no one's gonna go and pick it up off the shelf. So that's why with YouTube, the biggest thing that matters is your thumbnail and your title. If you don't have a like everything on YouTube, like literally everything on YouTube is the definition of clickbait. The whole purpose of a thumbnail and a title is to encourage someone to click that video. And then like that's the hook you need. It could be, I don't know, like for an album, it could be the album cover, maybe it could be the label you're on. I feel like distribution and also the like the aesthetic around it as well is the thing that encourages people to consume that content. And for me, my mindset is if I'm not putting as much time into making the thumbnail and title as I am into making the video, then something's gonna be missing.
Yeah, that's a
I don't
really
know if
good
that's
point.
relatable.
That's
Yeah.
actually another thing I struggle with. Um, I try to. There are some thumbnails I do, and I'm like, nah, that looks real good. And then there are other ones I'm just like, probably could have done better. Or should I have changed this in the title? Maybe I should have done that. And it's like, because I don't want to spend too much time doing that, but at the same time, it's like,
You gotta.
it's, I don't know. I feel like the longer I do this, I'm just gonna drive myself fucking insane at this point. Like,
You've just got to zoom out, man. You just got to like take
Yeah.
a step back. Well, I do it every now and then, like every few months. I'll go and look at other games, like Call of Duty. I don't care about Call of Duty, but I'm gonna go and look at what their current meta is for thumbnails and titles. Maybe I'll go and look at, I don't know, Fortnite or some other game and see where all the views are going and what the way they've titled it and stuff like that. Maybe even look at the video and how they've like structured it as well. There's like a whole bunch of different things as well in terms of like the content, right? Like, and I'm assuming this is part of psychology behind music production as well. With videos, I need to say what the video is about within 20 seconds, or I probably lost people. Maybe even 3 seconds. It could be if I haven't given them a value proposition within that point of what they can expect to get. And then as long as the information is like consistent and flowing and isn't just repeating itself over and over, that's the main thing. Is people want to have, you need to make it flowing but unique enough. Like there needs to be peaks and valleys. That it's like designing a music festival, right? Or a set list. Like if the Beatles played, right, you wouldn't just put all their greatest hits back to back, because the audience is going to just go like fucking nuts and they're going to start, kicking down all the fences and try to get on the stage. So you need to kind of like have like periods where you kind of like have a little bit of space, or you have like maybe a song that isn't as well liked, and you kind of got to slowly build it up, and then eventually you get to the crescendo at the end, which is like the song that everyone wants. And then like you need to kind of, as well, it's like BDSM term, have some aftercare as well towards the end, where you can summarize where they've had all this information and stuff, and it kind of like brings them down a little bit so they can then go on to the next thing.
Yeah, like a lot of that, I think it applies in music as well. Like once you get past to, a name like loyalty and that kind of stuff, right? If I'm just checking something that's new, if I hear the first, I don't know, four or five bars and I haven't heard something catchy, and this is like without a recommendation, not like a friend putting me on or something like that, just something new I'm just checking out. If the first couple bars aren't something to pull me in, if it's lyrical, or if the instrumentals for me is huge, right? If the instrumental to something is bad, I'm not even going to listen to what you're saying. It's very rare that I'm going to listen to what you're saying if the instrumentals aren't good. And not because I'm just an instrumental person generally when it comes to like music. And it's the same kind of thing, right? Like a lot of songs that like change throughout are like great for me personally, because it just keeps me engaged. When I say change, like instrumentally changing. Part of why I love Tyler so much, because he does that all the fucking time. He'll just have a completely different beat on a bridge and then go back and all that kind of stuff. And that same kind of thing holds, right? Like it's changing, it's going through one thing, and as a consumer, that works. It keeps me engaged. It keeps me I want to continue to listen or watch or whatever. And same thing with like video content as well. When it's informative, I'm here for information. So to get to it, not like we were talking about it before, like, oh, you wasted your time. Like, just give me the 30-second video. Like, no, I want to know what you're talking about. And because generally for me, when it comes to information, I will come back to a source for information if I learned something on top of what I came for. So like I came here to learn A, B, C. I learned ABC, but I also learned XYZ. That's awesome. I didn't even know that was there. So they might teach me something else. So I'll come back for even more, because I didn't even know I was going to get that. And I feel like that for informative kind of stuff is huge. And that's probably what continues to pull, viewers and all that kind of stuff. Because you're like you just said, it's that whole not putting everything at the front and then you're done kind of thing.
Yep. I got a thing that Mike would probably like. So this is like the whole thought behind this is, right, you need to like allow yourself to have some time to breathe. And the human body is built with atoms, that are constantly being rewritten and replaced. The only time that they're not is when you're dying. So you need to allow yourself time to rethink stuff and maybe go for walks, because that way there's lots of like stimulation happening of your brain. You may be getting new thoughts. It's the same reason why when you're in the shower, there's certain waves going off in your brain that it triggers like creativity, and the same as well just before you go to sleep. So like going out and changing your environment, I don't know if it's something you do like regularly, but maybe it's time, maybe like allow yourself to have like a day off where you just don't touch games, or you go out and do something else. Maybe that's something you need right now, or maybe it's like something you need once a week or once a month or something like that. Or maybe, I don't know, find a friend that you've got locally that you can go out and just grab some drinks with or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I
that
mean,
was something I put on the list. Actually, was playing something else. Or no, Anamana put that here. Playing something else when you hate the game. Not necessarily you hate the game, but just in general, playing something else. Like that's why I
some
love
other shit, bro. Like,
yeah, that's why I love the world
Start
ends with
knitting.
you. Yeah, like that's not Monster Hunter, that's not PSO, that's not Smash. Like the world ends with you is like a totally kind of personal thing. Like I stream the new one a little bit, but like Final Fantasy 7. That game, I will never stream anything ever related to Final Fantasy 7. I'm playing through it still for the first time right now. I've never played it before.
How many times have you cried?
I
Oh wait, you've never played it
unfortunately-
before.
Yeah, this is the first time
Okay.
I'm playing it. So like,
Dude.
Aerith died. I got to that part, so it's safe.
No,
you could
base
talk
Final
about
Fantasy.
that.
So when I
Yeah.
played the remake, holy shit, I didn't realize I was so emotional because I had so
Yeah, I
much
haven't-
nostalgia for that game.
Yeah. So that's why I'm playing it, because I've seen bits of the remake and I'm like, this looks fucking sick. I don't know everything that's going on. So I watched like the remake like this from people streaming it. Like I only watched little bits of it.
Yeah.
But that was like something I'd never experienced before. That whole like all of that was just like totally new. And it was last year, right? During knee deep in Iceborne, like neck deep in Iceborne. Like that was it. That's all I was fucking streaming forever. So that was like such a good break of that whole thing to just like, oh, let me think about this and learn about that. And I just started playing it like off stream and stuff. And it's good. Like that stuff helps. Whether it helps for creativity or just to take your brain off shit. Because both of those things end up helping for creativity.
You know what I actually legitimately want to start doing is, have you heard of forest bathing before? It's
No.
a Japanese thing where basically you find a forest which is so far away from civilization where you can't even hear the cars. And apparently it's like really good for like lowering blood pressure and stuff. If I actually have like a bush, I'm like on the far end of like a suburb I'm in. I could walk 10 minutes to a bush and just like sit there for an hour or something, and that'd probably like do me a whole world of good. That's something I want to do more in terms of that. Like, so I don't know if there's something you've got access to like that where you can just get away. Maybe, I don't know, you like the sound of trains. Can you go to the subway and just hang out there for a little bit and just take in the environment kind
bro,
of thing?
there's a train track right there. I don't want. No,
You need to get away from the trains then.
Mike does not fuck with the trains, bro. No. But no, for real, it's kind of like what I do when an album drops, right? And I go to my little fucking spot, fucking 20-minute walk away where no one or nothing is happening, and then I'd listen to music for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? Like, I don't know. I think the brain is weird, man. And if you find stuff that makes you, dude, Tyler talks about it on the new album. Find the shit that makes you happy, and like afford yourself that luxury at all costs, right? Like,
Yeah.
give yourself the time to do it and justify it and push it, and don't let work or, you know, social media fucking clout shit, like numbers, whatever you're doing, like never let that shit get in between like actually going out and fucking finding something you like doing and giving
You know
yourself the time
what's-
to do it.
I think my main problem right now is because I got the early access copy of Rise like a week early. The first time I got a game that early. So for me, I was kind of lost a little bit. I didn't really
Dude,
know like what
that-
to do.
So I didn't know that was your first time getting a key that early. That is like, I won't say a trap, but slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope. Getting a game you're looking really forward to early for the purpose of content creation, right? Because it's such a mix of emotions. You're like, oh shit, this is like the game I can't wait to play. Holy shit, I just want to play it. Oh my God, that's awesome. The company thought I was relevant enough to give me the game for free and early because I'm going to make content for it. So I obviously have to play it and make content for it because that's why they gave it to me. But then you do that so much and then you're like, well, am I enjoying the game or am I just making content for it? And it's such a slippery slope because especially when it's like something you're looking insanely forward to, right? Like you were looking forward to this game as a fan. Like you just wanted to play it and enjoy it. You're going to make content on it because you wanted to play it and enjoy it. But then you get it early and it's like, well, I need to make content on this whether I enjoy it or not.
That's the thing. I think it's better for me, like, when Rise came out, I got it a day before release. I released that little early access review. But I just played the game, and when I felt comfortable enough, I made a video. And I feel like I should do that with this game instead of trying to beat everyone else. Because I'm still new at this, so I don't really know how to approach it. Like, I see like Arax and his crew are killing it. And they've been doing this for years.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've been doing it.
I can't match that, but in my brain, I'm trying to do that, and I need to stop.
That's healthy. That's healthy. I think comparing yourself against the best people who are doing it is the best thing you can do. It's just a matter of doing it in a healthy way. Right?
Well,
that's the thing. Doing it in a healthy way.
I think it's better for me to just like I have like a shit ton of notes, right? I think it's better for me to keep doing that, and then once I feel comfortable, just make guides from there. But usually what I do is I'll look at other guides. Like, the reason why my SNS guides pop off is because I look at other guides. There's so many things that people don't mention in their guides. A lot of them are pretty like cookie cutter guides. So I usually look at what they don't do and put it in my video. Usually works. So
yeah, same thing.
Same approach.
Yeah, same idea. Again, people, like I was just saying, people will go to something, at least from my standpoint, I go to something to learn A, B, and C. I want to learn A, B, and C. And then if I learn X, Y, Z along the way, I'm coming back because there's more for me to learn that I didn't even know I wanted. So the same idea works right there as well. So yeah, we got a fat episode today because we missed a week and we got the homie here, and there's a few things that happened last week that we didn't get to talk about because we didn't pod last week. One of them being a new Switch coming out.
Man, fuck that shit.
You mean the same Switch?
Yeah, I'm doing air quotes. Switch OLED model. And we've talked about Switch, I think probably every fucking episode unintentionally up to here. We were talking about the whole Switch Pro thing and how all the fucking rumors and all that shit, and how we were like, dude, they're not changing the damn thing. They're not going to change it. Why would they? So they kind of changed it. They made the screen a little bit bigger. It's still the same resolution. And they put a Ethernet port in the dock.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes,
but
dude.
They took the USB port out that was there.
Yes. Come on.
And they're adding an extra $50 on it. Don't forget that too,
baby. I don't know. Dude. It's so fucking. It's such a clown fest.
It's so
go buy an
silly.
Ethernet adapter. Then plug it into the USB port. You've got one, bro. Like
$10. $10.
Come on, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
How much are you really using your shit fucking undocked, bro? Tell me now and tell me true. It just doesn't happen. Like,
yeah.
put that $50 towards a new monitor or something. Fucking give me 60 FPS on a Monster Hunter game, please. Dumb dumbs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
Yeah.
feel like we got
I s-
spoiled by like the PlayStation Pro and the series, like the X console and stuff like that, because that was like the first time we really had a big update in,
Yeah.
a second power level, I guess.
Yeah, because like Nintendo has, I mean, they've always done the interim update, but it's never been like substantial. It's like, oh, you get a fucking little nipple touchpad thing on the 3DS, or
Yeah.
the DS is a little bit smaller now, or like that's like what they've always done. And that's kind of what consoles always did before PS4 and Xbox One or whatever, right? Like they did the PS3 and then the Slim. It's like the same thing, but a little bit smaller. They did the same thing with the Xbox. They had like the classic 360. Then they had that like, I think that was a really cool looking console. The like black
Elite?
one, yeah,
Slim
yeah, like
one?
Elite
That shit
or
was
something.
tight.
Yeah, the slim one. Yeah, that thing was cool. But again, it wasn't like a major change in performance. It was just like it's a little bit smaller and some bigger storage. And Nintendo's still doing the same shit, but other platforms aren't now. So it's like, Nintendo, what are you doing? But again, like we were saying, this shit's gonna sell like hotcakes, man. Like everybody's like, oh, they didn't change anything, but people are gonna fucking buy it anyway. So they can just keep doing it. Like
Dude.
until the money talks, they're just gonna keep doing it.
It's such a novelty thing, man. And I think it is like objectively good. Realistically, it's more Switches on shelves, right? Motherfuckers can go buy that damn Switch. Why is it still an issue? For people to go buy Switches, like it's still undermade, underproduced.
Insane.
So another one might fix that. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the screen or the Ethernet adapter or anything, really. I'm not gonna buy one, but people will, and fucking
Yeah.
good on them, I guess. I don't know. It's
Dude, I just
funny
want it
watching
to run
everyone
better,
rage
man.
out about it, though.
Dude, they're not that, and there's still people I hear like, oh, well, next year they're gonna come out the Pro. Look, bro, they're not releasing another Nintendo Switch that's gonna do more shit unless it's another console, like a Nintendo
Yeah,
fucking jumper or
Switch
something.
too.
I don't know.
Man. Like, what's
Yeah.
the technology there, right? Because like these things develop because like technology develops, right? Like they're like, oh shit, we can fit a better thing inside of this small thing, and then
Well,
price it at a decent margin. If they could do that, they probably would. I'm assuming that like technology isn't there yet. Maybe. I don't know.
the thing is, Nintendo does this thing where they're like 5 years behind Xbox and PlayStation, and they
They've
do it
always been
intentionally
behind in
for
hardware.
whatever reason. I don't know why they do it, but
Because they don't
can
have to
put-
be. Because
I
they
mean,
can.
yeah.
the Wii.
Why put
they-
money into that R&D when they just don't have to? It's like they
But-
can
The
make
but
Wii
dude,
more
sold
money.
and
they-
shit.
They don't have to put in. All they literally have to do is upgrade the Tigra chip, just one more notch, one more level. That's all you
But
need.
why?
Because a game like Monster Hunter Stories still plays like shit, and that makes no sense.
Yeah, but did everybody go out and buy it anyway?
That's fucking hate people.
Well, another thing is like, especially with the new 3DS, the problem is when they do make like a more powerful system, is that sometimes they'll do that line of games that you can only play on that
Yeah.
thing, and I think that just splits people
that's the
and-
worst part. Yeah,
I get
so
that. For business,
I would
I get
rather
that.
them just do what they're doing, make this fucking whack ass upgrade of a Switch, and then just come out with something new. Because that shit sucked, right? Like,
Oh, what's up?
yeah, it looks clean as hell.
It's like two
It
games.
looks clean, but yeah, like because if they imagine if they came out with a Switch Pro and Breath of the Wild 2 only ran on it, people would be fucking pissed. I would be pissed because I want to
Well,
play
I
that
guess
game, but I'm not
I'm
buying
more
another. I
so-
just got another Switch.
I'm more so thinking about not really graphical fidelity, but just performance, really. So it's like something like the PS4 Pro and the regular PS4. It's like it's a difference between playing Iceborne on a base PS4 and playing it on a Pro. Big difference.
The
So-
software has the both sides that can work.
Yeah, I think something like that is a bit more fair because it's like, especially for third-party games, it's like most people are playing stories too on the Switch. So it's like I want to play on the Switch too, but I don't like the goddamn performance. So it's
Yeah,
like,
nope.
the fuck?
Yeah, not happening. But
And then
yeah,
every
like I said,
time
I think they're done.
You know what else I hate? Every time I mention frame rate on fucking Twitter, there's always somebody. I don't notice it. I don't know you. I know what you're talking about.
You
I don't
can't see
fucking
it.
notice it.
And
I'm like, well,
I
how
can
the
only
fuck-
see 30 FPS.
How does that help me, motherfucker? Like, if you don't got nothing good to say, just fucking shut up, bro. Like,
People
We
have
wouldn't
too
have
much
a
freedom to say what
podcast.
they want.
Yes.
Bro,
that's
that's
why I'm
on
just gonna start
God.
lying, man.
Dude, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say anything. This pod would be gone, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
we would not have a pod.
okay, all right, but it's like there's the Monster Hunter community, especially everyone just says redundant shit just to say it.
Yeah.
Like they just want people to know what they're thinking, and I don't
want that
fucking
engagement.
care, bro. And I don't care. I mean, like,
Yeah,
comment
don't.
on it, give me the engagement. It's been working, but I also don't care. Like, I don't know. Like, I love telling
Yeah.
people to shut the fuck up on Twitter. It feels nice. And I remember that. I remember that one tweet, and I know Henry was like, yeah, I don't understand it. People like don't need to give attention to that. And I'm like, bro, that
Yes.
shit is fun. I don't give a
Mike,
fuck. That shit is
dude.
fun, bro.
that
Oh.
you don't. There's got to be a limit, though, man. There's got to be a
Nah.
limit.
There's no limit,
Yes.
The
No.
limit does not exist.
bro. There's no
I'm with
limit,
Mike.
bro.
Fuck it. Don't be a bitch
There's-
and fucking quote retweet
there's no
it, bro.
limit.
I think
I'm-
subtweets are
I'm
lame.
a subtweet you in front of your face.
Do
That's
it.
perfect.
I agree.
No.
Fuck him.
Dude,
Fuck him up,
it's
Mike.
when. The
I'm with
thing
you.
is, this isn't a person who's gonna do any sort of benefit for you at all.
And no,
Yeah,
it-
but
they are
nothing.
Like
benefiting
2
me.
followers.
They're making my
funny.
follower
Oh my
count go
God.
up, bro. They're helping me. So you
Oh.
say dumb shit, I make you look stupid on the
They're like a
internet, and I get
source.
more followers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like a source. Their idiocy makes you seem smarter, you know?
Yeah. And I
Fuck
mean,
it.
I'm not that smart anyway, but it's working. So
Two sides, man. I see that shit and I'm just like, like, no, fuck all. You are not. I'm not speaking your name. You're not worth me speaking your name. That's how I look at it. When I see shitty people with 3 followers spouting garbage.
or
No.
like accounts that are like Monster Hunter Rise sucks. That's the name of the account. And you
I
read
might
the
change my
bio.
name on my account.
You read the
to that as
bio,
well.
and it's like Monster Hunter is like the most garbage game ever, and you should feel bad for playing it.
And it's like
I had this
it's
dude.
clearly obvious what they're doing. Like, no. No.
I had a dude way back on at the end of episode 6 PSO2 made an account on YouTube called Where's Your Guardian Soul? And they tried like dunking on me on a video and it's like, hide, see you later. Just wasted,
Yeah,
like,
that's
all
where
this
I'm
time
at.
making that.
That's where I'm at. I'm just like, nope, bye.
Dude,
You just
nah,
have good luck with
you
your
know,
meme.
on YouTube, I love getting the comments that are like a fucking paragraph. That shit is amazing.
Oh, that shit fucking infuriates me. I
It's-
used to
it's
cover Romancing
amazing.
Saga 2, and I had this dude that would like write fucking novels. And it's like, I'm not gonna read this shit, man.
I'm not gonna read
I
it.
don't.
Dude,
I don't read all of it. I skim it and I say this is long. I you know what I put? I appreciated the long comment. Like, thank you. Like
Yeah, like it's the same thing with chat. Like when I'm streaming, people will put like a block of text. I'm like, look, I'm not reading that. I'm telling you right now. If you split that up into like 6 different messages or 2 lines each, I would have got the whole idea. You put that in one block. I'm not reading it. Sorry. Try again. Break that up and I'll read it. I'm not reading that. It's too long.
And
I'm
say
trying to
hello
game you.
first.
Yeah, that dude. Say hello. Oh my god. Just like I'm doing my thing. Here's a paragraph. I don't even know your name. It's all lowercase. There's fucking numbers at the end, so I already don't respect you. And now here's a fucking paragraph of garbage, and you didn't say hello. I'm not reading that. See you, buddy. I should ban you. No, I'm not reading this garbage. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I guess I don't know. If you interact with it and you get the can follows off of it, I guess. But man, I hate seeing that shit of just clearly trolly, just trying to get the attention. I'm like, no, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you. You're not getting it. You're not getting it from me. So what else do we had I thought we didn't do that. I want to get to the ones that Anamana put in here for sure. So this kind of goes with the people being angry on Twitter. You posted this and I was like, that's bait. That's bait.
No, like, so behind me, I had like so many games, like especially PS3 era. I just had so many fucking games I didn't care about. Like back when I had a PS3, I would just buy a game for the sake of it. Be like, oh, that looks cool, I'll buy that, and I'll play it for like 10 minutes. So I'm selling all that stuff, and then obviously like a whole bunch of stuff you get upgrades of, or it's on PC now. So I was just selling off all that stuff. But Smash Brothers? Fuck Smash Brothers. I don't like Smash Brothers. I don't have any respect for Smash Brothers. And then Halo, like...
Go! Let's fucking go!
Halo, I like... This is the most boring shooter in the world. Like, I bought that because I bought an Xbox One that had no games. And it was, like, in the bargain bin. So, like, all this shit, like, I don't care. I gotta get rid of it. And because I'm selling it, it's like... I mean, God Eater 3? Fuck that game. That game fucking sucked.
Dude. Yeah, I think that was the one I played. The one I played, I was just like, I can't do this. Yeah, but you posted this picture of just like time to sell games and either never cared for or straight up didn't like, and I was like, the gamers are gonna get angry about this one. And then right at the top is fucking Halo and Smash, and I was like, oh man, he's fucking. He's getting the gamers on this one.
Why do people get upset if you say you don't like Smash?
It's actually a good game.
It's wild.
Man,
have you played it? It's actually good. I like it, so you should obviously play the game as much as I play it, right?
That's so
obviously.
That's stupid.
I'm surprised Tom isn't excited about seeing Smash being fucking
so much
thrown
Smash,
away.
so much shit out of
So much Smash.
All I do is talk shit about this game. It's not even fun anymore. I'm not even enjoying
It's really not, bro.
Do you want to know why?
I just all these Tekken fucking Smash collaboration things. It's just easy pickings, bro. I just been going crazy, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of talking shit about Smash. Smash is alright.
I used to work for a gaming convention, and let me tell you, I used to run the video game section, and the worst players to deal with were Smash Brothers players and also Call of Duty players.
Dude, it's so like it's like it's because at my core there's Smash there, but it's just like why do they gotta be so weird? Why they gotta be so weird, man?
Yeah, it's because it's like gamers and bulk are already awkward people, but it's like Smash players are just more.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand.
I just always feel like Smash Brothers became a thing because they saw their big brothers playing Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, and they're like, "Oh, I want to take this game seriously."
Yeah, I think
that's it.
Smash Brothers should have been fucking. If Smash Brothers grew up in arcades, I think it would have been a different story. But because Smash Brothers was console, I think it missed like the culture behind being in an arcade.
Yeah,
well,
I think
also
that's
the
a
fact
lot of
that
it too. Yeah.
Sakurai acts like a little fucking bitch.
Oh, damn, Mike. What?
I make this
Holy
fucking
shit,
game
bro.
casual
didn't even know
because
this.
I make this fucking
He
game
didn't know
casual
this,
because
Man.
he fucking said it. He said it.
He said he's a bitch.
No. Well, actually, no. He did say he was a bitch because
Hello,
he said,
I'm Sakurai, and I'm a little bitch.
yeah, he said
He
he
did
said
not
the game's
say
casual because I remember when I was a kid and I would play Street Fighter and I get my ass
That's
beat.
what Sakurai sounds like.
So
That's your
now,
Sakurai impression.
So no, that's the impression of the live translator. You know, when he talks like this. So
Alright.
I got my ass beat at Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So when I made Smash, I wanted everyone to play, even if you were bad at fighting games. And that's why Smash is the way it is. And that's why he refuses to even add a ranked mode in Smash. Sakurai's a little
Isn't
fucking
that what the
bitch.
elite mode is?
No!
The elite
it's
mode.
not. It's not ranked. No, it's fake ranked. It's fake.
It's franked.
It's fucking fake as fuck.
What makes
Same
it
with Kingdom
real?
Hearts.
Let's
Fuck
talk
Kingdom
about
Hearts.
Kazuya, bro. Let's flip
Kazuya's-
it.
Oh, dude,
Oh, you mean how Kazuya's a Shoto, right?
dude,
He is a
I love him.
Shoto. He is.
I don't know what a
Pixar
Shoto
cars?
is. I don't
Kazuya
understand
is a
what any of that
Shoto.
means.
Oh yeah,
But-
he's like a cookie cutter
He is a
character.
Tekken character. He's a Tekken Shoto, bro. Does he have a fucking fireball? No. But do any other Tekken characters?
He's got
No.
a dragon punch.
Well,
not
that
a
vampire
fucking-
girl does a fireball, right?
Yeah, but that was
He's
different.
got a fucking hurricane kick.
He does. He has
He
the
twists
Tekken
his fucking back,
essentials, bro.
too.
He teaches you to play Tekken well.
My man don't got no spine. Apparently.
He does. He flips. Whatever. He's in Smash now, and Sam played him. Sam, what did you think?
Dude, I bought Smash again, and I've only played Kazuya since I bought Smash, and I've been having a great time. I'm gonna be honest.
But you know
awesome.
what?
He's sick.
You telling me you had a great time makes me upset because I
Why?
hate Smash now.
Actually.
That makes me mad.
Why? Why?
makes me
Why does
mad.
my enjoyment make you angry?
Because
You're becoming the Twitter comments.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm simulating Twitter comments. Fuck you and your fucking fun, bro. Oh,
I
you
don't
like
like the fact that
Kazuya?
you still don't have Guilty Gear, and you fucking out here playing.
No,
Who?
I have it.
Who?
Oh.
No.
No, we
no,
bought
no,
it.
no,
We
no,
bought
no.
it.
No, you can blame your sister on this one too. You
We bought it.
left. And we bought it when you were gone, and we were like, all right, bet. Tom's gonna come back. We tried to play
What?
it. That online
Tom,
stuff
Tom.
is garbage.
Fight me after the
It's
pod.
garbage.
You don't
Fight me
like
after
it?
the pod.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
The game
No,
is
no.
fine. Geo is bad. She's amazing. Like good bad. Like
The lobby system is trash.
Yeah, whole
What is
lobby
that
system
lobby
hot
system?
garbage, trash, and you got to connect for fucking 20 minutes for some reason. But we gotta
where's
play. We gotta play after the pod.
We needed
bro.
a warning.
What the fuck? Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't
What?
fucking know that?
I was in the hospital.
Well, I tweeted about it, man. I said that
Oh, you
in the
did
past
it?
week. Yes,
you
I said
at
in the
me or
past week I
something?
played 5 different games, and none of them. Well, no, one of them was Monster Hunter, but I played 5
Yo,
different games.
Dude.
Smash,
Me and Sam were
GG.
dying, bro.
Yeah, dude, it was terrible. The online experience was
It was so
horrible in that
bad.
game.
Wait, GG?
I mean, yes, Guilty Gear.
Well, you didn't play the connection.
No, the
Well,
connection's good.
No,
Rollback
the
is
connection's good.
But trying to
Everything
get
else,
in the match
Oh
when,
yeah,
you,
not
when
great.
you're first
But all
playing
that
is
shit's
Why do I-
fixable, bro. All
fucking
that's
stupid.
fixable. Don't talk shit about it.
Why do I
Geo
gotta
is
make a little
bad.
chibi?
Did
Why I
you
gotta make
see,
a little chibi
did you
character?
see Geo's ass? Oh my god,
Yes.
bro. Yeah, so shut
shit-
up.
that shit fat as fuck. I'm not
She is
gonna lie,
bad.
bro.
She is so bad. She is the baddest
Where's she
character
from?
in any game. She's
She's original, right?
My heart, bro. My brain. She's my brainchild. I love her.
I think she's
I don't even
new to
play
this
her
game.
anymore. Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
brand
she's new. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
sick
her.
though. But,
Y'all wanna
but
play
yeah,
some
I
Guilty
play
Gear right
Kazuya
now?
and Smash, and I think he's awesome. I could do electrics, and it feels great because I can't really do them in original Tekken. It's the same. I'm Sakurai. I admit
Yeah.
it. Okay, I'm not
You're
great
Sakurai, okay.
at traditional fighting games, but I get Smash. So when they put a
Sakurai.
fighting game character in Smash, and I can act like I love Tekken. I can't play it, but I love it. But I can play Smash, so it's like I can kind of play Tekken in Smash, and it's
Let's
great.
be real.
And Kazuya's a
like,
badass.
At least Smash isn't dead or alive.
Oh,
Oh, that game's
Yeah,
oof.
damn.
yeah. That's
I
a
feel
different.
so bad.
That's a different kettle of fish. Bro. That's a different kettle of fish.
Dude,
because
even
for
Virtual
real,
Fighter
like,
coming back and
No, that-
not even
Dude,
Virtual
there is
Fighter's
like a
coming back, bro.
conversation for Smash. There's like, yeah, but dude, DOA. There's no conversation, bro. You're just a pervert. That's all it is. You just make it look like tits.
You just playing to come.
That's it, bro. This is just. This
Waggling
is
on that
just.
juicy stick.
You're just
getting
trying to
those
get sticky.
juices.
You're just trying to get sticky, and that's it.
Getting a
That's
little
it.
sticky.
Remember,
icky.
you know the producer of Dead or Alive is literally like a fucking punk as fuck, right?
I
Well,
thought
I
you were
don't know
gonna
what
say
that
like a
means.
sexual predator or something. Which,
Yeah.
No, he's not, no. But he just exerts this look of, yeah, I made a game that's perverted. Fuck you. That's what the game is here for.
Good on
Oh.
him. His game is also shit. So
Block
beyond
69
being
in the game.
perverted,
Yeah.
enjoy the game sucky. And just play
Yeah.
Tekken, because it's the only good 3D fighter, and Virtua Fighter also sucks and looks real bad. So fucking there you go.
Uh-oh.
What about Soul
Uh-oh.
Calibur?
Soul Calibur sucks too.
I
I
think-
play Soul Calibur 6, one of my least favorite fighting games
It's-
of all time.
It's gone to shit since 3.
It's so bad.
Oof.
Soul Calibur 2 was a banger of a game, dude. Arcade, Soul Calibur 2, fucking good, dude. Fucking everything else, shit. And Virtua Fighter is fucking shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mikael. It's lame. It's a shit game.
It's just a spreadsheet.
It's literally the only good thing Virtua Fighter ever did was give us Tekken. That's its whole legacy.
Mike, you all right? I'm looking.
Sad.
There's the thumbnail right there. Just Mike looking sad.
Mike just disassociating.
You like Virtual Fighter, Mike? I didn't know that.
You know what? Guilty Gear sucks. That shit can't live a whole fucking year. Fuck Guilty Gear. All
Dude,
right?
your game, that
No,
game
no,
is
no.
dead.
No, fuck
Virtual
that.
Fighter
No,
has been dead longer than
No,
I've been alive.
Guilty
bro.
Gear has a
hell.
fucking identity crisis. It doesn't know if it wants to be an RPG, a fighting game, a visual novel.
It's
anime.
all of them,
Which-
Mike. It's
which
all
one
of
is it?
them.
Which one
And
is
you
it?
can fish. It's a fishing game
Fish?
too. You can
What
fish
do
in
you
know
Guilty
what?
Gear.
I'm not playing that game no more.
Wait, what?
You said you wanted to catch hands after this pod.
Oh, you gonna catch hands?
I'll fucking destroy you, Mike. I will
Oh,
fucking
word?
obliterate you.
Okay. All right.
Fuck, I want to play Guilty Gear right now.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I think we covered the Vigi game. One last thing before we get to questions, because I think we got,
We got
a
a
bunch
lot
of
of
fucking
questions,
questions.
bro. We got so
Yeah.
many.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They went crazy because we got 2 weeks worth. Yeah, what cursed food combinations did you want to talk about, Anamana? Anamana and his cursed content. What is it? What do you got?
Peanut butter and ham sandwich.
What the?
Why?
Sick, dude.
It's like satay ham. Also, one time I did cup noodle. I cooked it and drained the water and then put Monster Energy drink in to make energy noodles. And it tasted like gummy bears.
So
Gummy
you
worms.
I wouldn't have liked you in high school. So you would have been
Gummy
sitting by your
worms.
damn self.
what? Why?
Has
Why?
anyone... that was a charity stream stretch goal, that one.
Oh, so that was like that wasn't just like, oh, let me just
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's different.
Like
All
I
right,
blended
fair enough.
blended a Big Mac meal as well and made like a shake out of it, which was the texture of wet Wheat Bix and tasted like fries. That
I
was
don't
fun.
even know what that wet thing was, but I don't want to know what it is. What-
They don't know what Wheat Bix is?
Wait,
No,
Bix.
I don't know
come
what
on,
that
bro.
is.
What the fuck is up with you guys? Why do you guys have nothing good ever?
What is that?
I've
they-
told
Do
you,
you know
what that
about
is,
Wheat
Mike?
Bix before. I've ate them in front of the pot. Why am I so heated about this? I feel like I'm getting my Guilty Gear energy. Hold up. Let me just...
Hold up.
I've had Wheat
What
Bix
about-
on the pod before, and you asked what they were. They're just like wheat crisp things.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what? Actually, the best drinking game, if someone fucks up, you make them eat a dry Wheat Bix. It's the funniest thing to watch someone eat a dry Wheat Bix when they're drinking.
It's pretty fucked up because you got dry mouth regardless.
Yeah, it's BDSM.
Gross.
Also, do they know what a bunning snag is? Have you talked about that?
No, it's a
I
bit
have
too
no
deep.
clue
for
what
them.
that is.
That's
Okay.
deep lore. That's deep
All
cut.
right.
But do you want
Is
to
it
go
deep-
get a bunny
deep
snag
Aussie
after
cut?
this? Anamana?
Oh, bunning snag would be sick.
There's something
I
about
could
the
go.
culture of it, isn't it? Because like they're not that
Yeah.
good, man. Like they're not that
They're
good.
not.
But there's
They're
the
not?
onion and the snag. It's
It's
just
just-
good, man.
What is this? What's a snag?
Oh, snag is an Aussie glizzy.
No, it's
Oh.
not. Because a glizzy is a hot dog. It's a sausage, though.
Oh, is it?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
sausage.
So like, is sausage?
So
then.
y'all have
Okay.
sausage and bread,
Oh.
right? Just like
Yeah.
a sausage.
Of course,
Yeah.
Like
It's
a roll
snag.
Sausage
on a
bread.
roll?
We used to
Tomato
buy
No,
sauce.
like the
on white bread.
Onion.
On really,
We used
really
to buy-
bad, average, fucking
Wait,
bulk
what?
buy
No.
white bread
no.
with a little bit of
Yeah.
tomato sauce, a little bit of onion, cheap as hell.
Oh,
handed
see,
to you
every
by
time
a
you
man
say-
with soil on his hands.
Wait, you buy that?
Yeah,
Yes,
dollar.
bro, $1.50. Get a can of Coke for $2.
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds like Dollar Slice in New York.
It's
This sounds like a
funny
New York
snack,
Dollar
and
Slice.
it's the best.
Like it's
the best.
terrible, but you love it.
Oh, you gotta love
Yeah,
it,
it's
dude.
good.
It's like a cultural thing. It's
Like
you
it
come
tastes
out of
better when you're
Bunnings-
drunk. Like it tastes
Bunnings
better
tastes
when
like
you're
a-
drunk.
when you lay it when you're alive. It's always
Bunny-
better. I don't know why. Something about Bunny's sausages they're just the best. But they're not. Like I've seen them. Like they're just shitty
Mike,
woolly
what-
sausages, man. Like dollar
Mike,
fucking
what are you
sausages.
doing?
They're bad.
Mike,
He's
what are you
changing
doing?
the lighting, dude. He's tripping out. Yes, bro. The lighting is adaptive, Mike. If I do one of these moves, it fucks with mine as well. Wait, where's the
So
window?
Bunnings is like Home Depot.
I can't find the window.
I can't do that. We did that last pod and my shit was fucked up for the whole pod. I'm not showing that on my end.
Man, listening to the podcast now would be perfect.
Look, bro. Fuck, man. What other cursed? I don't think I'm much of a cursed eater guy. I think I eat regular stuff. You know, I don't think I'm too cursed.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Just a
I've
regular
never.
guy.
I don't think I've ever
Meat
had
pies
really
with
anything.
mayonnaise.
Ew.
Bean
Wait, what did you
pies?
say?
Is that
Sauce.
another Australian
Mayonnaise
thing?
instead of tomato sauce
On
on
your
a
meat
pie.
pie?
Yeah.
Nah, well, I can
Oh,
get it. I
meat
understand
pie.
it though. That's not that out of the. That's not that out of the ordinary.
Oh wait, I like wings with ranch.
That's kind of normal.
Oh my.
That's like pretty
See-
basic, isn't it?
Oh,
That's basic, but why? Do you not like blue cheese?
no.
You like cheese.
You do like cheese.
So why not blue cheese?
no.
It's the same thing. It's just a different flavor.
You know,
Just a different color. bro.
that's not gonna make me want to eat it because
Wait, that's everything. That's literally everything.
No,
It's
it's
the same
not.
thing, just a different flavor. What? That's all food.
Texture and stuff as well. Color and
But you can just say the same idea to everything.
what does food taste
same
like?
thing with a different texture.
Did Nutella and peanut butter, same thing. Different
It's
flavor.
all just
Nah,
the same thing, just a
Nutella's
different
chocolate,
flavor.
dude. I
Whatever,
don't like
dude.
chocolate all that much.
I don't think I'm a cursed eating guy. I don't find joy in doing
Yeah.
stuff different. You know.
Yeah, my
Like,
brother
the other
does, that's for
day-
sure.
I was playing golf with friends, and I had a cup that had we had a shot glass that had number 1 bitch written on it. So the person who lost had to do the shot, and one of the shots was like fruit juice and mayonnaise, and that was fucked. And then we did another one which was like red wine, popcorn liqueur. It was like all this stuff together,
What
and
the-
I had to fucking do it twice.
How do you? Who comes up with this? Who's thinking about this before they go to bed? What? You need some
Not
different
me.
shower thoughts, Anamana.
I got
You
different.
gotta
stuff
get
going
some
on in
different
my
ones.
But like, if I don't try it, then I can't say I've tried it. Like one time I blended butter
What?
chicken with rice, and it was fucked.
Yeah, sick. Hey,
I don't need
Anamana,
to-
I got something to tell you, bro. I haven't tried it, and guess how much regret I have. Bro, I'm over it.
That's not something I need to try. I'm not
I don't
like,
feel
man,
away.
I haven't tried it.
You don't want to try like a
That's-
butter chicken shake?
No, I don't
No.
feel a way about
Oh,
any
what?
of this. I don't feel any
No.
way about not having experienced any of that.
It wasn't good. It was
fine.
gritty it was really gritty and gross.
Yeah, it's,
ever
I'm
had-
sure.
Sick,
I-
dude.
I
You
had, like,
wasted
a
butter
little bite of
chicken. Fuck off.
You ever
No,
had
it was
blended cheese
leftovers.
doodles?
What?
Blended cheese
My doodle don't
doodles.
go anywhere near a blender.
No,
Bro,
blended.
I had
They
a
Why?
say
homie.
no like that, bro. Like, what the heck?
No, I had a homie that used to put like shredded cheese in his instant noodles a lot. Like
I
that
don't
was
know.
his
That's
whole
fair.
deal. And I
That
was like,
sounds
cheese
like
and noodles.
super
Gross.
It's
American.
savory.
No, it was
sounds
gross.
weird.
It was yucky and they were wet and it was gross. And he used to eat it and melt it and mix it up and it was yuck. It was gross.
Has anyone ever had like they've been to a friend's place and you're having dinner and they call the dinner something completely fucked, like you've never heard it before? Like they're like, "Oh, we're having daddy noodles tonight," or like. I was dating this one girl and like they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have Kai," and it's like, "What the fuck's Kai?" and
what
it's
is
like, "Oh, it's
that?
pig." It's like dinner, but in pig Latin or something. Like, have you ever had
That's
that where
happened
you
to
go
me
to a
before?
friend's place?
Yes. Yeah, like I
do,
can't
though,
remember what it was, and it wasn't anything outlandish, but it's just like, yeah, we're having doodle bubs for dinner, and everybody's like excited, and I'm like, what the fuck is
fuck is
what is
that?
that? And it's just like hot dogs or something. I'm just like, why don't you just call it like fucking hot dogs?
I
What
used
is
to-
that?
Nah, I had a friend in high school who was like hella like vegan family, right? And you go to their house and you like mentally prepare yourself for this like weird ass food. But they would call their food like the non-vegan alternative to like, you know, as like
Oh
a joke.
no.
So they'd be like, "Oh, fried chicken wraps for dinner," and I'd be like, fuck yeah, I want that. Like, I'm really excited for that. It's like 5 o'clock, and in 2 hours, I'm gonna get fried chicken wrap. And then you would go down, and it would be like lettuce and tofu, and you would wrap the lettuce around the tofu and eat it.
Oh no!
And I'm sitting there excited for fucking the fact that this family has overcome their fear of fucking chicken and stuff, and they're finally giving me some nice food, and they're giving me wrap with fucking tofu and like some other shit. It was fucked, dude. It was fucked up every single damn time.
Yeah.
And they used to put fucking pineapples in their toasties, bro, every time. And I would ask them,
Dude.
I would say, bro, hold off on that with my ones, and they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, man.
Every
It's like a
time.
cookie. It's like a cookie trap. Game, respect, game.
Oh
shit.
yes, cookie
and
trap.
It would wet it up. It would wet
Yeah, we
It
were.
would wet my bread up. It was gross. I hate
Yeah, we were talking about that
Ew.
cookie trap. It's not food abomination, but it's still food.
Yeah.
Cookie traps aren't a trap for me.
Raisins are awesome.
It's a positive.
Yeah.
Sultanas are
If I
the
get a
best.
chocolate chip cookie and it's not chocolate,
I wouldn't like it,
Yeah.
man. I don't fuck with chocolate chip that bad. But like a good
No.
sultana cookie, bro.
Oatmeal raisin.
Fuck
I
me
fuck
up.
with the oatmeal raisin.
Fucking put that in
And
my
the-
mouth and call me Tom, bro. It's the best.
Cause that's the cookie trap. You're like, oh man, I'm time for a chocolate chip, and then it's raisins, and then kids crying because they think it's chocolate, but it's a
Yeah, well, grow up.
it's a fruit.
hey, do sliders have meat cookies on them?
The sliders have what?
Meat cookies on them. They're the
Meat
same size as
cookies.
a cookie.
Meat
but they're meat.
cookies.
No, it's a fucking
Are you calling
slider.
a burger a cookie, Anamana?
No,
you
the
know
like
what?
the meat patty is that like
Yes.
on a slider is a smaller one, but it's basically a meat cookie.
No, it's fucking not. It's a patty. I don't want this guy on the pod again, man.
Oh my
Fucking
god!
hell.
All right.
Wait, fish and chips order. I didn't see this. Fish and chips order
Oh.
is important, and we didn't talk about this. What's your fish and chips
Oh,
order?
all right. Yeah. While we're still on.
Minimum chips, chicken roll, 2 potato cakes, and a piece of fish.
That's a
All right.
lot.
Wait. Hold on,
That's
Mike.
a big order.
Mike, did
Do
you
have
want
chicken salt?
Mike?
Yeah.
Did you
On
understand?
everything?
Did you
No.
understand any of
Okay,
that, Mike?
weak order. I hate it.
Wait. Mike. Hello, Mike.
Yeah.
He's getting
Did you
pussy.
understand anything they just said?
Nope.
All right. Me neither.
Wait, what's your order?
Mine's pretty bad too, though. Mine's bad because it's not really like, I don't know. I got like souvlaki.
That's not fish and
What is
chips.
that?
I know.
That's
right?
souvlaki.
I know,
Wait,
right? But like
souvlaki,
every
that's
fish and
green.
chip shop has a souvlaki, so I always
Wait.
get the souvlaki, and then I have.
Wait,
Do you
isn't
get
that
like a
Greek?
HSP?
I
Do you
love
get
a HSP,
or-
but they don't come at fish and chip shops. If I'm
Okay.
like going to like a real like Phillip Island, like real fucking fish and chip shop, then I'll just get like a flake and minimum chips. But it's gotta have chicken salt, bro, every time.
No, I don't like chicken salt.
You don't like chicken salt?
No,
I don't like potato cake.
Chickens. Potato.
I love potato cakes.
I'm not a
They're just
fan
like
of them.
discs of potato.
Dim sim?
What's up?
Dim Sims are alright, but I don't really fuck with them.
Yeah.
Fuck is
I'm not a huge fan either. But they're like excessive.
You guys are speaking fucking Greek right now.
Wait, what don't you understand what we were talking about?
Nothing.
whole lot.
Any of it. Simdim,
fucking
fucking potato cakes,
Chicken rolls,
souvlaki,
dude.
fish and
I
chicken
hear
salt.
potato
Like,
cakes.
what
I think
the?
of a big ass baked potato cake.
No, it's like cut it like this thin slice of potato just through it, and then just batter it and cook it.
Oh,
That's potato cake.
Oh, that sounds
chicken
good.
roll is kind
roll
of like a
is-
spring roll but big and fried.
Oh.
And thicker
like
batter.
like an
Yeah,
egg roll.
thick.
It's like
Dim
vegetable
sim
roll,
is,
but
I guess dim sim is like it's a fried spring roll.
yeah, but
Oh,
like round,
okay.
like a
But
little round
round.
boy.
Yeah, it's thick
It's like
and round.
almost like a deep fried dumpling almost.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good way
okay.
of putting it.
It's like
more
a dumpling.
deep-fried
Okay.
dumpling. Chicken salt is just salt that tastes like chicken. That's awesome.
Also, adobo.
I don't.
That's
know.
adobo.
No.
Chicken salt. And minimum chips is usually like $5 worth of chips, and it gives you like a serving for like 1.5 people.
Yeah.
So chips, are fries, right? Your chips are fries?
No.
Is
No,
this
they're
Like steak fries.
Yeah.
Close
Oh,
like
I,
that.
Big
I had
fries.
that. Steak fries is
Yeah.
so fucking good, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
I love
that's
that.
what and then fish is just like a fried fish.
Yeah,
gonna get a
flake,
picture.
flake is just like a fried fish.
Yeah.
It's braided
Oh,
and fried.
okay.
But fish and
Alright.
chips is like a really like it's an icon, dude. Friday night fish and chips is like a integral growing up thing in Australia.
Yep.
Everyone has Friday night fish and chips or Friday night pizza.
Dude, who thought of like catching a fish and like cooking it? Who thought of that?
Who thought of anything?
The same
Mike?
person
Don't answer that.
who thought about putting their mouth on a cow's titty and sucking, Mike.
Delicious.
The
And
same
same as
person.
like, dude, I always think about this. Who the fuck got a banana, peeled it, and said that's going in my stomach, and that's not gonna
Yep.
have any issues?
Dude, same person who thought, hey, that egg just came out of that chicken's butt. Let me just crack it open and eat it.
Yeah.
What about its cod liver oil? I'm just gonna suck on that.
Right.
Liver
Gross.
oil? Oh, yeah, gross. We're gross, and we tried nasty stuff to get to where we are, you know?
And now
Yeah,
we
that's
have
how we
Monster
That's,
Hunter and Final Fantasy 14. So
Yeah.
What does that
Yep.
even mean?
that's
Oh,
a pretty
that's
good
fish
set
and
of fish and
chips.
chips, man, for real.
Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good.
That's potato cake. This is a dim sim.
Or a dimmy.
oh.
That's a steamed
Oh,
dimmy,
dude.
though. Above
I
it, you
want all
see
of
those
this.
ones. The top pick, you got the flake on the right, and then you got the
Oh.
potato cake on the left. You see those like little round things in the middle?
Those
Yeah.
are dim
Those
sims.
are dimmies. Yeah, those are
That
dimmies.
looks like
Dude, I want all
that
of
look
this.
like Long John Silver's.
Yeah, it does.
Chico rolls, man. They're so garbage. I hate them.
I love them.
Yeah, I want all of this. I want all
Grab
of
a
that.
fucking Chico, mate. Fucking hell.
What about deep fried Mars bars?
Trash. Novelty. Trash.
Pineapple fritter?
Decent.
What
Not
the
bad.
fuck?
Dude, I still don't know what they're saying.
I like this, man. I like having someone that I can say
Deep-
stuff to, and he gets it.
Deep fried Mars bar would be like a deep fried Milky Way.
Gross.
Dude, what the
Ew.
fuck is a deep fried?
Wait,
No.
do you
Milky Way?
guys not
Deep-
have Mars bars?
Okay, Mars
No,
bars are
those
called
aren't things
Milky
here.
Way in America because
have
the
Milky
reason
Way.
why they're called we do, but they're a different chocolate bar. Mars bar in America is Milky Way because they get a tax write-off because of the name of the Mars bar is named after their company name in the UK. So that's why they're called Mars bars, is so that they can get a tax write-off because they're making a product that's also named after their company.
That's insane, and I never knew that was the reason why. I did know that the bar was like the Milky Way or whatever, it was the Mars bar over there. I didn't know that was the reason why. That's crazy.
Cool.
That's
they're
crazy.
You
I
okay?
guess.
What the fuck you looking at?
Yeah.
Yo, Celine. Celine is seeing.
Oh shit.
What are you
Celine's
looking
going
at?
crazy.
You got a ghost?
Who's
Celine?
is that the banana?
What
Looking
would
at
you do if
banana
I
ghost?
just came out the wall right now, Mike? My head.
Like a Kool-Aid man.
Oh
Phase
my
through
God.
the fucking wall. What's up, bro? Heard you had issues with your mic muting itself. What's up with that?
Look at Celine. What's up, Celine?
She's the best, man.
Yeah, that's the mascot of the pod right there.
We should get the fourth panel just for Celine Cam, frankly.
Yes. All right. So I think we're good for questions. We got a few, like I said, because we had a bit over the 2 weeks. This is a fat pod this week, so we gotta
pod
make
got
up.
Girthy.
Damn, PVC, you got a fatty. Fuck. Damn.
Hey, we
Oh, you
18
turned
now.
18?
Yeah,
You turned
we're
18?
18. So we can talk
Oh,
about how
no.
big the pod's dick is.
What that mouth do, PVC? What that mouth do?
Damn, PVC, your shit fucking swanging, bro. Holy
Damn, son. God
big
damn,
ass
what
dick.
the fuck?
That's cocked,
Where
bro.
you get
All
that?
right.
You get
God
that
damn.
Hey, does PVC stand for Pervernian classed?
No.
No.
No. God damn.
shit
Relax.
does now.
So first questions from all right. Oh, so at the end of the pod, we take questions from you guys, whether you put them on the YouTube, you put them in chat when we're playing this back on Twitch, or you could add any of us. Shit. Fuck. This is the first time. It's not there.
No!
Yeah, it's not there. I usually, when I get to this point, the ats are usually on the screen. But you can add any of us. Hot Semi Sliz, It Me Sheesh, Wavarian 4G. And if you got a question from the pod, you can add Anamana as well. It'll show up there momentarily if you're watching this. Or you can put it in the Discord too. We got a channel in the Discord, and we answer those. If they're not shitty, we'll take them and answer them the next week. So we had a 2-week period. Oh, Celine's going crazy. We had a 2-week period, and we got a bunch of questions. So we'll get to them. The first one was from Puff. Simple question: would you rather be too hot or too cold? I am very vocal in this many a times. Very easy question. Too cold. Easy.
Too
for
cold.
Me. You can get
Every
warm.
single day of the week.
You
Really?
can't-
Too hot, you
Yes.
can strip down.
Yeah.
Too cold, you can rug up.
yeah.
You can get
Nah,
perfect.
Too hot,
honestly.
Too hot is trash. Too hot is there is
Too
a
hot,
point
yeah.
where you just
You can't do anything. You can
can't
be
beat the
butt
heat.
fucking naked and you're just sweating.
And then
Nothing.
what, bro? You start taking skin off? Like, what's next?
Yep.
Yeah. You can't do anything.
Fuck it.
Too
Especially
cold.
with, like,
you just
I've
get
always
some
had, like,
blankets.
I've always had pretty long hair. Long hair when it's warm is trash.
Oh yeah.
But when it's cold, it's a nice free scarf that you have at all times. So
Same with a beard.
yeah, right.
Yeah, I got a little free
Same
scarf.
Beard is a
right here.
beanie for your chin.
I think we can all unanimously agree that we'd rather be too cold than too hot, right?
Yeah, right, Mike. I don't know. He sounded like he was about to disagree. No way.
I'd rather be if I'm too cold, I can't my hands aren't as dexterous.
You got
But
it.
your whole body's
Dexterous.
My hands aren't as dexterous when it's too cold.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be hot. Yeah.
too hot though.
Too hot. Yeah.
I think you're just being a contrarian, Mike. Sorry, bro.
no,
I
I'm
think
not.
I feel like you've said before that you'd rather be too cold.
Man,
No, I'm
we got
not.
contrarian MH on the channel.
Dude, for real. Contrarian MH. Contrarian 4G live and in the
4G.
Oh
yeah.
my god. I'm serious.
Alright.
Like I used to like the cold, but now it's just too much for me.
That's all right. That's fair enough.
No,
I
No,
step
like a run
outside
not
Not
and
everybody.
I
My
think that me and
fingers are the
Sam
first
just
to
like
get
hoodies a
cold.
lot. Like we just really
No,
like
I
my
do
hoodies.
too, though.
Dude, hoodies, long sleeves, crew neck sweaters, just winter fits are just better, man.
Bro, I
They're
used to wear
just
hoodies in the
better.
summertime.
And I'm telling you, bro, not even a hot take. Everyone always goes crazy for like girls in like summer dresses and shit. Rugged up cutie,
No.
beanie, scarf. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm in love with
Yes,
you.
I love
I
you.
love
Let me
that
hug
shit.
you and like kiss you
Yes.
on the
Why?
forehead.
That's why Aranja is the
Yes.
best girl, because she's the stoner of the girls,
Yes.
right?
I mean, she's
Rock
also
up,
the voice
man.
of Benny from Genshin. Christina V is a queen. That's also who voices her in English. But yes, she's the best one. She's
I'm telling
comfy.
you,
She's
rock up.
comfy.
What about that
Coat.
Thicky from Pokemon?
Who, the teacher?
What, like
Sword and Shield.
Nobody give a fuck,
Chansey?
bro. Whoa!
Who?
You said Chansey?
Wait, what happened?
Damn, Chansey thick.
I mean, Chansey is
Chansey's
a
bad as
thickie.
hell. You seen Chansey in that nurse costume, bro?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Chansey thick.
And she
Fuck
rolled
that
with Nurse
Chansey up.
Joy.
They're doing
That's
weird
a
things to
gang
you.
gang.
That's
Chansey
a
and Nurse
gang.
Joy combo?
That's a
gang gang.
We gotta relax.
I better start looking like Brock.
Jesus Christ. Come on.
Oh, well, yeah, that's an easy one. 3 for too cold, 1 for too hot. Mike's weird. For the second one, this is one from Mr. Avmatic. It's a good question. Whether it's my career as an electrician or just in life, I've had various extreme or thrilling experiences that really get the adrenaline going. Examples of this is my recent use of a snorkel lift, a lift that looks like a crane but moves people instead of objects on a consistent basis at work. Going as high as 50 feet to reach whatever I'm accessing. What is the most extreme or thrilling circumstance you guys have had in either by choice or by necessity? I'll let one of y'all start that one.
Probably either something on my bike, maybe, Maybe that like week where all the trees were falling down and I was like thinking that I was gonna fucking die. That was pretty scary too. I don't know. I kind of like adrenaline,
Oh,
so I don't really.
I
Like,
know.
I don't
I have
avoid it.
I have one.
Tell me.
Okay.
Mike.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, cruise. We were on a cruise ship, and I was 11, I think, and everything was going great. Got to see Key West. How many little black boys can say they went to Key West on a cruise ship? Like it was fun, right? That's fun. It's like I remember when I came back from that shit, I was like, yo, guess why I went, son? To Key West on shit, bro. You don't do that shit, right? Your family don't do that shit, but I went there. That's right. The only thing I had to give up was my grandfather because he died on the cruise.
Oh fuck, Mike!
Mike,
What the
Yeah.
fuck,
give me some time, bro.
Oh, my bad.
dude? What
But,
the fuck?
Yeah, that was. Well, he didn't die
What?
on the cruise, but he died when he got back, when they flew him back. But
What the
I'm
hell?
lightheaded.
all right,
I'm
Okay,
lightheaded
so-
from that vibe switch.
all right. This is what happened, right? We went snorkeling.
Wait, that wasn't the thrill?
No, that wasn't.
What the fuck?
No. So
Throw up.
we went snorkeling. Him and my uncle went like deep off somewhere, and like I remember I was like 11 playing in the water. Shit was crystal clear as fuck. I was
Blue
like, I
ass
never
water.
seen water like this before.
Blue ass
it was
water.
fun.
Bro.
Yeah, and then my uncle came back crying, and he's like, "It's dad, it's dad, it's dad, it's dad. He's over there." And I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" So like, the crew come, we get on a little like motorboat, and we're like in the middle of the fucking ocean, bro. And they had to find my grandfather. The chopper came, put him in a chopper. Dude, I almost died on that fucking boat. That shit was going so fast, and I'm a tiny person. Tiny. I was hanging on for my fucking life. Like, on the fucking motorboat, bro. In the middle of the ocean. There was no... I look around me, it was nothing but straight water and sky. Like, that was it. So,
This
it's like...
shouldn't be funny.
It was like straight water and sky, and I'm like, my grandma's trying to hold me, and I feel myself slipping. I'm like, Grandma, I'm a fucking fall in the water. Like hold on tighter. Like,
there's probably
the
a whale
fuck?
somewhere in your vicinity.
dude, I don't even think
I'm
we were
just-
out there that long, but it felt like forever. Like,
Dude, I'm just seeing Mike flipping, like going crazy like this.
Yeah.
This is
just
That was
unable.
me.
he's,
I was
he's going
dying.
good, and then they
Bro.
just fucking wait. Where is it? Oh, here he's switching gears. Flip. Oh, and that's Mike just trying to stay on. I'm just picturing that.
Fucking insane. Dude.
but yeah, that was that. That was that.
Oh my god.
Dude, that shit
Holy
is scary
shit.
for real. Like that is so scary. God,
Dude, the
man.
water is terrifying.
The water is terrifying, right? I've been in a couple.
It's
water
crazy how we
situations.
need it and it can kill us. How crazy is that?
It's kind of like shit. Want to go back to that?
Yeah. No, I don't. Let's not.
I feel like in terms of adrenaline, I don't really do anything like super exciting, but a good first date is amazing for adrenaline. Like my partner and I, our first date was literally going out to get burgers, going back to my house, we watched Cooking Channel, and we went to the supermarket and got stuff to make grilled cheese. We did that, and then we spent time in bed watching like a movie, and then I gave her like a really good massage, and then the rest is history.
That sounds
That kind of
comfy.
stuff. Yeah,
That's pretty
like,
awesome.
That stuff. I like the like high you get off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I had a different two other ones, but that is up there. Now that you mention that, the first time meeting Heather in person was like insane. Like the adrenaline high on that, like
Yeah.
First time flying to the Netherlands and then seeing this person you've been talking with for months in person. Yeah, that was up there. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, that was definitely up there for me too. The two I was gonna mention are both just dumbass kid things. For reference though, I have for my work I've been on like lifts and stuff like that too. But I don't know. I'm not a thrill seeker. I don't like love heights, but I'm not like my body falls apart if I'm in a height. So it's never really done too much for me. Like I've been like 60 feet in the air on cranes and stuff. I kind of do it regularly for work. Yeah. But for me, I don't know if I mentioned this story here before. Have I ever mentioned me going like snow tubing before here? Have I mentioned that story? All right. So it was like grade school or something. We like went to Snow Mountain in the Poconos here. It's like a snow tubing resort, snowboarding, skiing, all that stuff. But as a kid, you usually just go snow tubing. So you go in like a big tube and you go down a hill and like that's the whole thing. And when you're going back up the hill, there's like a latch on the tube that like, you know, it's like a conveyor belt thing that pulls you up. And being a dumbass kid, I was just playing with the latch like a stupid idiot. And I get to the top of towards the top and I fuck with the latch and come off of it. So then I just fucking slide all the way down the hill and it's not meant for you to slide down there. So I like hit like a fucking bunker and like fucking went flying in the air. Oof. And then I like landed. I wasn't hurt or anything and it was fucking sick. But yeah, that was one. Just me being a dumbass kid fucking around with this snow tube.
Dude, I think it was fights sick. Are up there too, right? Like, has anyone here been in like a fist fight before? Like
I've been in a fight. Yeah, I've been in a fight. Yeah,
that's
up there too.
Huge like adrenaline high. That shit is crazy. You feel like a fucking god, and then you get punched in the face. It doesn't even hurt. It's like fucking sick. Like,
I've been there too. Yeah. And then the other one was again. I think this was in high school. I used to bike a lot, and I was biking with my buddy. And we were around his neighborhood, and I was biking, and you know we're being kids like. He was behind me or something. I was looking around and I turned back around and I fucking go right into this like street sign, like fucking head on. And I like go flying off the bike. And my friend explains it to me and I wish I could see it from the third person. But he was like, you like went flying off the bike and like you completely disjointed from the bike, but somehow like Spider-Man pulled it back to you before you landed. I didn't like land on it, but we both fell at the, like I landed holding the bike, but I was disjointed from it at some point. And I was like fucking spinning in the air. And I didn't break anything, but those two moments of just like getting fucked up was way up there. Way up there for thrilling circumstances for me. Like way more than being 60 feet in the air for work or something.
I fell down the steps with my rollerblades on.
You fell down the steps?
Yeah.
I went down like a full like hill like this on rollerblades and like a car came and I had to like go off the road and jump onto the grass and I had lots of like pads on, but it was fun.
Dude, I was going down the hill like that on like a scooter with no shoes on.
Oh, why?
Like no shoes?
What the?
And do you have feet anymore?
Honestly, dude, with riding BMX so much, I barely have shins anymore. I'm fucked up. They're always bleeding and burns.
Oh my
fucking ridiculous.
God.
But like, yeah, I just like I came to the realization halfway down that like these things with 10 toes, these need to stop me somehow. Cause I'm getting speed wobbles and shit. I had like no shirt. We were at like at the beach areas, so like, I had no shirt, fucking like boxer. Like swim shorts on and no shoes, and I'm on a scooter with a metal brake thing, and I'm like fuck it on the brake, and then it starts burning the bottom of my foot.
Oh,
like it's burning because like the fucking friction is like
hot.
heating up the
friction,
fucking metal, and it's burning my foot. So then I swap feet, and then it burns the other foot. So then I have this like 2 gigantic burns on my feet. And then I have to just fucking slam my feet onto the asphalt, and it's just cutting these burns.
Oh my God!
That was fucked up. That was really fucked up.
For some reason that reminds me of when I was in high school. There was a story of this kid that was like had done something. The police were chasing him on his BMX, and the dude like tries to have like a big brain moment, and he's like going down a hill. And he's like, I'm gonna like turn around and go up the hill and like lose them. And they just...
It's not GTA, big dog. They're not AI. Come on, bro.
That's amazing. Needless to say, I'm guessing that didn't work.
I mean, they were a stoner, so like they were easy to catch anyway.
Yeah.
Eventually, he needs a bomb. Like, at
Yeah.
He's gonna rip it either way.
Oh man. All right. So now we got one from Alex. So Alex DB2X, he's consistent on the questions. He's come every week at least like 4 or 5 weeks straight. I always look forward to an Alex question, as long as he doesn't have us on an island again.
Fuck that place.
Work has me pretty slammed without a whole lot of time to myself. What are some of your favorite necessary me time moments during the work week? If that's a little too vague, how do you unwind after work and school? So I will go first on this one, because definitely when he had this one the week before, it was a pretty long week. So I do a lot of driving. So usually driving is my me time, but I still gotta like pay attention. So for me, it's when I get home from work, but I haven't got out my car yet, and I just sit in front of the car before I get out. That is like a very key just me time before I need to go inside. I'll get undressed and do whatever I got to do inside, but I'm done with work. That's like a very zen time for me. There's sometimes I'll just like sit in the car after I get home and just like listen to music, and then like an hour goes by and I'm like, oh shit, I should get out. That's definitely one for me. It's just sitting right in front before I get out after work. What about you guys?
Dude, BMX, man. Like, I love music, and it's always been like the thing that's kind of relaxed me and shit. But now that it's kind of what I do, it's hard. It's hard to not make something for someone, or do something with it. So it doesn't hit that same itch. Video games are fun, but they're largely like a social thing for me. I very rarely play them by myself and like relax with them. I'm like playing with people in a voice chat, so it's not like my me time. But like being able to just like ride my bike and learn shit and get really scared of stuff and like conquer that fear and like commit to things. I don't know. There's something like simplifying like your brain to the point of like you can't think of anything else, and like this thing you're going to do requires you to actively think about it and commit to it, and if you don't, then you're going to get really hurt. That's like a really big thing for me. I don't know. I have a really hard time turning my brain off, and that's really like the only way that I can do it, it seems, is to just put something really scary in front of me and say, all right, fucking do that instead. So fucking on my bike, man, always gets me fucking out of my head.
I like baths are really good for me.
Fucking bath. Holy shit.
Dude, I haven't
Baths
taken a
are
bath in
incredible.
at least 15 years. And I would like
bath,
to change
man.
that. Dude, I don't
Baths
have
are
a
tight.
bath. I just have like a shower here. It's just like a stand-up shower here. I don't have a
Man.
tub.
Baths are the best.
I have at least a shower. I have a shower every morning, and I try to have a bath in the afternoon, and sometimes I'll take naps in them. But also Ridge Racer is like a huge thing for me because the drifting mechanics, I like to imagine that it feels the same way as taking heroin or like
shit.
gliding scissors through
what?
Yeah,
wrapping
heroin's my
paper.
thing.
Like you know that feeling you get when you glide scissors through wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Doing a perfect
Yes.
drift on Ridge Racer, I get that
Oh,
feeling in my
okay.
head.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's
Yeah,
why it's
like
like
when you
heroin,
get
like-
when you go through the paper and there's like no kinks and it's just
Yeah.
the whole way through. Yeah, I get that.
So good.
And what about you, Mike?
That's me.
What was the question?
Every
Mike.
time, man. Every time.
Mike, every
bad.
goddamn time.
What was the question?
And it's never a short one. Why don't you ask what the question is when I said whether you be too hot or too cold? It's always one that got a bunch of words in it.
Wordy ass questions and dumb fucking.
What is some of your favorite necessary me time moments during the week? If that's a little too vague, how do you unwind after work, school? We gotta start with Mike when it's a long question, so he can't forget what it is by the time we get to him.
100%. Next one, you're on that, Mike. Congrats.
I mean, I'm pretty basic, just video games. The fuck?
That's your unwind. But you were just talking about how playing video games had you stressed out.
I mean, yeah, but that's because there's content tied to it. Like usually after work, I just play video games. That's it. Like I come home, this is what I do, right? I come home, I'm tired. First I walk in the house, right? And everyone's like, "Hi, Michael," and I'm like, "Shut up." I don't say something, but I'm like, I don't like talking to nobody.
You are killing it.
Hey, Mike.
I fucking
Holy
hate that. Like,
shit.
I hate walking in the house and everyone's like, "Hi, how you doing?" And I'm like, I was
No,
working.
I
I
get
don't
that.
fucking want to talk.
Nah,
Is it like, hey, Mike, fuck your life?
I get
Mike,
that. I get
fuck
that from this.
off. Piss off.
I get that from my mom. She's the same way. Like when
Dude,
she
I
gets
feel
home from work,
100%.
she's like, "Don't talk to me." Like at least an hour. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I get
I
it.
I go in my room, turn on Monster Hunter, and I play until I'm like this. And then I go to sleep. That's how I do.
All right.
Literally,
Hey, Mike, do you
that's
want to like have a chat, bro?
it. Why?
I think you need some more me time. I think you need to
Yes.
maybe like play some Ridge
See
Racer
what
or something.
Anamana was saying? You go on a roof, man. Find a roof.
No,
Dude,
I mean, I
roofs
play,
are the best for it.
No,
Go to
wait,
a
though.
roof.
I play other games. I was playing Yakuza 7 the other day. So
Alright.
I do play other games and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, what's weird is that during the pandemic, I was outside all the time. And now that things are slowing down, I'm barely going out.
I told you, bro. Contrarian Mike. Fucking
I'm
contrarian
barely
Mike,
fucking
bro.
going out.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Outside's closed, he's out. Outside's open, he's in.
Oh, but
Mike's
I heard,
actually a cat.
I heard that we're getting the MH meetups again soon, so I'll probably be doing that like every week.
What,
Again.
Capcom meetup?
No, not
Oh, you mean
Capcom,
NYC?
but, John stuff, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'll probably
yeah,
be
yeah.
doing
I saw.
that again.
All right.
that's
I'll
fine.
try to make it up for some of those too then.
The only
Cool.
thing I didn't like about that when I first started going again was some of the attention I would get. It was really weird because I remember I think it was at Waypoint Cafe. I was fighting a Rajang on World, and there were people like, "Oh, so this is Rajang and Iceborne, cool." And someone was like, "Is he hard?" And someone was like, "Yeah, but not for him, because he knows not for him. He's
Dude, I hate
Wyverian."
that shit.
And I'm like,
yeah, I hate
bro,
that shit.
he's hard. He's pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
a pro, dude. I probably play like you. Like the fuck? I hate
Yeah.
that. And then someone came up to me and was like, "Oh shit, you're Wyverian?" And I'm like, "Huh? Wait, what the fuck?" And John is always like, "Yeah, that's him. That's that dude."
Yeah,
And
John
I'm
does
like,
that too. He does the
always,
same
he
thing.
always hypes everyone up. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's the Wyverian," and I'm like, "Please stop."
John probably
I'm-
sent the motherfucker over, bro. He's like, hey,
I fucking hate that shit.
fuck with
bro.
it.
I haven't had that experience yet, but I'm expecting it with PSO. That like, if I go to PAX this year, I'm at the point where I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, and it's gonna be weird.
Dude, you're definitely gonna get it. You are.
Yeah. What
definitely
PAX are
gonna
you
get it.
going to?
Australia,
PAX also. When is that?
like mid October.
Oh,
You're
okay.
gonna get that because when I'm very small and I was getting that, you're gonna get that
but-
for sure.
But you're in America though.
I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, sure, but maybe you're right. But yeah, but you are going to a convention though for gaming,
Yeah.
so it makes
Yeah, I
sense.
could see it. Yeah. And then our last question from JPEX. At what point do you believe a game becomes more than a consumer product and becomes an actual work of art? That's a really Good question. So I don't
Mike.
have to repeat it. I'm starting with Mike. Mike, go.
Why do I have okay.
You want me to
Final
read it
Fantasy
again?
14
All right.
is art. I'll be honest.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 14, not just the game itself, but everything involving its development is like a fucking novella. And the fact that you can see how much the devs care about the game, it's like the most wholesome thing in gaming recently. Because how does this game that went from the dumpster fire worst MMO launch ever to just about surpassing WoW is fucking insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. And it's to the point where I don't play 14 anymore, but the 4 years I did play it, I won't forget them. Because those were some of the hardest parts of my adult life where I just coped on 14. So it's like, that's why I still keep up with 14, but I don't even touch it because it's still a part of my life.
Yeah, I'm in a
So,
similar boat. I think.
I would say that for 14.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I wish we didn't make Mike go first because that was gonna be my thing as well. He took my whole
Hey,
Damn,
see what's gonna happen.
took my spiel, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, FF14, man. I think that it's a good example of like something going from what is trying to be a successful media product to something that has becomes like a cultural, like a significant cultural like event, you know. And it's that
Yeah.
thing where it's like I'm the same as Mike, man. Like I'm not gonna play this forever, you know. Like you know, when I'm done with Endwalker, and I'd probably put the game down and play something else. And if I get to a point where I never want to play it again, I'm never gonna like forget the time that I spent with it. And like, it's a very special experience, I think.
Yeah.
I think what justifies it is like, I think there's just like the unanimous nature of it. You know, I think that like anybody who finishes 14 says this is a fucking like regardless of opinion, this is like a big deal. Same thing with like FF7. I feel like is like a similar sort of conversation where it's like some people don't like it, but like it's a big fucking deal and it's really important. You know, yeah. I think if you finish a game and it's like it's objectively important, or you finish like anything and it's objectively important, like Attack on Titan, I think is really important for like the industry. I think when you finish that and it's like, oh shit, like this is, regardless of opinion, if the cultural weight of a product overrules the need for you to have an opinion on it, I think that's when it becomes like enters that status.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, you go.
No, you're good.
I'm going to be contrarian and say that I don't believe that anything is art. I think that art is a construct that gatekeeps people with money, preventing like smaller artists from getting attention. But also I think that like every game can be art to someone, or every game can have that like emotional experience. Like there's games that I had like a good experience with, like PlayStation 1 had a really bad action RPG called Blaze and Blade Eternal Quest, and for me that I could say that's like a piece of art, but to like not everyone else it isn't. I think there's like a lot of bias towards it, and also there's a lot of time and energy and effort that goes into making games as well. And I feel like if I'm saying that this game isn't art or that game isn't art, it's disregarding the time and effort people have put into making that. It'd be like saying like, this album sucks, when even though the album may be abrasive or hard to get into, that was still like an emotional outlet for the artist, right?
You know,
So that's my set of it.
you know what? Okay. You are absolutely right, and I'm so sorry to the podcast, but I'm going to bring it up again.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh God, fucking damn it.
But he's right though. He is right, because even if a game comes out botched as fuck, like it's still, I'm pretty sure it still meant a lot to the developers. I'm pretty sure they thought they were making something incredibly artistic. it just wasn't the best product. Like, I guess, but
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying though.
I don't know. I think there's that thing there where it's like, I mean, I think that technically everything is art, right? Sure, but like some of it is like a masterpiece. And I think that's kind of how I took the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
old Kendrick mixtapes are art, but Pimp a Butterfly is a masterpiece, right? So I think
Yeah.
100% every game is art. The new Call of Duty game that's going to come out whenever the fuck it comes out is a piece of art. But certain games hold that cultural status. But I also agree in the sense of like it definitely is. There's a level of bias that I am
Yeah.
really drawn to FF, and
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately assume that there is a general consensus that it's an incredible game when that might not necessarily be the case. I'm just kind of in my own little echo bubble of people who love the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, kind of in between, but I've had a long stretch of playing games where I only just played like indie games, and I tried like every single indie game that came out and was just like really into the indie game scene. And I feel like that scene in particular kind of breaks the norm of this is a consumer product and then it can become a work of art, because a lot of indie games are not necessarily made to be consumer products per se, and by that I mean a transaction of money, right? There's tons of indie games that are just like, I made this because I was just creating in this process and I'm giving it out. There it is.
They're almost all passion projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for me, Spelunky is that, right? Like I've said it many a times. I don't know if I've said it on this podcast, but I think that is the closest to Spelunky 1. I think that is the closest to a perfect video game that exists, and just a work of art in that process. And I don't know if that, I mean, he sold it. He released it and he sold it. Or they released it and they sold it. But just everything what that game is and how it just portrays and gives information, teaches information, and all of that as a game is just, it's just a work of art. Like it teaches you so much stuff. And if you took all of the voice, not voice as an audible voice, but like text lines from the characters, it's probably like 3 pages. All the things it teaches you is just through playing the game. And it all just makes so much amazing sense. And just the visuals, and that game is just like, that is a work of art to me from day one. And I don't think it had a point of, I don't know, like I was excited for it when it came out and I was going to play it, but like, I don't know, there's just some games, and maybe 14's like that for some people too, especially if they're looking forward to get into it, where you're like, this is just art from day one. Like I'm just looking at it and it's just like, I'm paying for this, but I don't think that the 14's a bit, MMOs are a bit different because they're based on a system where money has to be made for it to continue to work. But like for something like Spelunky, like, yes, he wants to sell that and he wants to make money, but I think like day one, it was like, this is my art passion project. Here it is.
Yeah,
And it's
I feel
just like
the same way about Gris. I think Gris is like, I love Monster Hunter and FF and stuff, but I always say that Gris is my favorite game of all time, just because like it's just, I don't know, man. Like that's art, bro. Like there's just like an inexplicable feeling that you get from it, like when you think about it, and it's like it just impacted you in a different way. Like it's just like, I think that game is probably the game that like opened me up to looking at games as a medium differently. I was always like, I just play them for fun, and like I don't really care that much, and like I still, I wouldn't consider myself like an avid like game fan, right? But I'm much more open to the like intricacies of the art form, and I think that game taught me that. And it's the same thing, they made a game because they loved the idea of like, making a game about expressing identity, right? And like the money and all that sort of shit was like an afterthought. It was all about
yeah.
the game. you know.
Yeah, another
It's
one
like-
for me is Journey. That game damn near made me cry.
That's a beautiful
Like-
game, bro. For real.
Oh my god, that was such a good.
It's
game.
almost like a motion to it, right? Like actual motion, like the analogy I had with playing Ridge Racer is sliding the scissors through paper. That motion, like whether or not it's noticing something at a deeper level. Like for me, Dragon's Dogma is another huge one. That I think that game is perfect, even though there's not a lot of content to it. And but it feels like the content they added really played towards the motions of the game, of like how you play the game. It was like threading a needle perfectly, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know about Dragon's Dogma because Cubs tells me about it all the time, and he's just like, anybody I know who really plays that game
He's
fucking
a
loves
fucking
that game.
cultist, bro.
you
Yeah,
need to
but
play it.
and like he tells me about it, and he's like, dude, you get this mechanic and that, and then this works with this, and then it all works together, and then it's just like this crazy bomb just like goes off, and it's like all syncs, and it's amazing, and it just sounds like like what you were just saying, like threading a needle, and then everything works perfectly.
You know
it
what?
sounds really cool.
I think I'll like it because Capcom has this, the way they develop video games, it's because they make things overly complicated and deep, but they do it in a really intricate way, but it's hard to, it's usually their games are not something you play and you're just instantly like clicking with.
Yeah, it
It's one of
usually
those
takes
things
time
you
to
need
click.
Yeah, even with something like stories, like it looks simple at first, but it gets insanely intricate to the point where I'm asking myself so many questions that
Yeah,
are still
that's like a
unanswered.
trend in like all Capcom games, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think about Mega Man, all of them, Classic,
Yeah.
X, Zero, ZX, Battle Network, all those games
Especially
have that.
the X games or the Zero
Yeah.
games too.
Yeah,
like,
Zero,
I-
yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but they're just so good at that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like learning to ride a bike. Like at first you suck, but as you do it more, like, and then you get to a point where you realize this is all clicking.
Yeah. Yeah, and it all just makes sense. All Capcom games are like riding a bike. You just
Pretty
how long does it
much.
take to learn how to ride a bike? Yeah.
And P3, bro.
Uh,
Fucking, we can't forget P3. P3 is
Yeah.
art. It's the best fucking game of all time. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think
You
that's the
know-
most artistic Monster Hunter game for sure.
It's like it's the
If-
perfection of the formula. So
Yeah. I think
You know
P3
what?
is that.
I disagree.
What do you think? For you?
No.
I swear to fucking God.
You think I'm that
Monster Hunter
basic?
1.
You think
Yeah.
no. No. Like
All
okay, you know there is something though. There's something oddly nostalgic about Gen 1 and 2. I don't know what it is. I think
not
it's-
for me.
Really? Well, not
I
the
started and
gameplay.
try.
Not the gameplay. I think it's more so like locations. There's
Okay.
there's a vast difference in locations in modern Monster Hunter compared to back then. Like we got a lot
Yeah.
of like ancient architecture, jungles and stuff like that. I think everything is so like drab in like world and shit. Like I don't know. Like the cookie cutter, it's like New Genesis. You got all the biomes just right here on this island.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it feels like now. I don't
Yeah.
know
The
if
theme
it's just me,
park.
but I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. There's a lot more diversity in it.
Yeah.
Separate areas and stuff. But yeah, I think that will wrap it up. This is a long pod. I knew it was going to be a long one.
long as fuck.
Because it had been 2 weeks. Huge thanks for coming on and joining us, Anamana, and riding out for this long ass pod.
Oh, yeah.
Really enjoyed having you here. I'm sure we'll have you on again at some point in the future. This was a blast. Again, if you folks aren't already following Anamana, we'll have links, all this stuff in the description thingies. At Anamana AU on the Twitters, and anything you want to say before we head out. The floor is yours, my man.
Yeah. So if you enjoy this podcast, definitely make sure you follow these three individuals either on Twitter or content creation platforms they actually watch on, because they also do some really, really good content.
adorable.
Now follow Anamana
Yeah.
too.
And now we
Yeah.
all kiss on the
Give him
mouth.
Give him the floor, and he just shouts us out.
now we all
I
get
swear
each
to
other
God,
New
Mike.
Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Oh, okay.
All right. He'll play
At
it
least
when
play
we
New
get-
Genesis by the end of the year.
I
Please.
will.
Yes,
I made a
there,
promise, bro.
there.
Give me a coat
Yeah.
and give me a beanie, and I'm in, bro. I'm there. Don't worry.
It's already
Yeah.
it's coming. The fashion coming quick.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's
I'm there,
coming,
bro. When
Fashion's
Japan
coming.
hits winter, I know I'm there. I promise. On God.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thanks y'all for coming through. There it is, right on time. You can follow us all right there. Hot Semi Sliz, Itme Sheesh, Anamana AU, Barbarian 4G. Thank y'all for coming through, listening, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Goodbye, gamers.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Peace.